Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning, happy Monday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Lots to get to today. In the world of sports, Bill's headphone is unplugged. That's a good start. That's a good start. We'll get that figured out. There's another headset over there, Bill, to use in the meantime.
I got it.
Yeah, Monday mornings are always bizarre here because you come in, there's shows here on the weekends that go somewhat till 11 o'clock, and you assume they're going to take care of things. And
Job. He's got his flashlight.
And sometimes the things are unplugged. Your light is on.
Good job. No, that's fine.
We are rolling.
I'm ready for
Do an eye
anything.
check for Sip there.
No.
There we go.
I'll tell you this thing. You turn that flashlight on, or your phone flashlight on in the bedroom with Laura, like they're just trying to find something like that. You would think a train came through. You would think a train came through. Can you please turn that off? It's like, it's just, I'm like, I don't think it's that bad. I wasn't even facing
She's
it.
so annoyed by it.
It's like a train just came through the bedroom.
Are you saying this is a common occurrence here, Bill, with the
Oh, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff going on in the morning. A lot of stuff. Sugar.
Can you turn that off?
Oh yeah. It's just like, I mean, in my mind, I'm like,
a train was coming
I'm like,
do that.
I can see you making sound effects like that too. It makes a lot of sense.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Train, Bill the train in the morning.
it's just, I mean, it's a light that's that big that's on your phone, and you would think that I just turned the overhead lights on and made a huge noise.
Turn that off?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
we have a lot to get to in Nebraska sports. Before that, though, but before that, idle chit chat. Bill, what do you got for us off the bat here today?
Friday, romantic Christmas getaway. Myself and Laura went down to the Lead Lodge in Nebraska City.
I just
And that was-
yourself to that.
It was an incredible night.
Good job.
Because it topped off with a late night overtime game with trying to think who they were playing. I'm losing my mind now. Montana.
Montana played Furman. Paladins.
Oh, that is
They
romantic.
scored on the last play of the game. The Paladins did.
Did you score in the last play of the game?
Boy, we are rolling right now. What a Monday. What a start
You're
to
sharing
Monday.
bedroom stories.
Stories, better stories. Yeah.
I just trying
With the lights.
Train with the lights.
Yeah.
Lead Lodge romance.
Josh is calling timeouts.
But it was
Keep going. Lead
the
Lodge.
service was incredible. What a cool area. We ate in the lounge type area. I was telling us to Jake, and there's a fireplace in there with a booth right there. We got right next to it.
A booth.
Yeah, the booth. Yes, it was really nice. I'd like some snow though. I'm ready to some snow. I don't like no snow.
It's like 60 degrees out here in December. It's odd. It's very strange. I played golf yesterday
Yeah.
You did not.
on the par 3 course, just quick 9.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with Bill. I don't love snow, but it's time. Get some snow out there.
There's a great story. I won't name names, or any names like that. But there's someone I know that lives on the same Wellington Greens. Is that right? That lives on the same area like that. And they also have a friend that lives somewhere just close to it, but not on the greens. And so, how's the membership work there? How do you?
Well, if you live in the area, you pay an HOA fee, which includes membership to the golf course, and clean the driveway, they mow the grass.
What else they do?
They snow plow the driveway and they mow the grass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the HOA, he's not in the HOA.
Okay.
And so he sneaks onto the course quite often.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yeah. But they watch him sneak on the course. They watch him sneak on the course. And if someone's like, then he has to sneak back. He has like 3
get off the course.
Get off the course. I go, that's a life. That's a life I'd love to live.
That is.
What are you gonna do today? Let's see if I can sneak on.
Trying to get on the course today, see what happens.
Sneak on Wellington Green.
They do offer memberships there, but you do have to, you can't just walk on for free.
Would you say
But I
that's
appreciate the effort, though. I appreciate that.
And he's holding no one up. He doesn't just sneak on and all of a sudden it's like, what's going on up there?
If you're going quickly, I have no problem with it. Like, if you're one of those guys that holds me up, like you're just taking forever, and then I got a problem with it. But if you're on your very way, do what you got to do, man. Play
We've
some
seen
golf.
the anger. We've seen the anger.
Oh, we've seen the anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you say to him, they do offer memberships?
Excuse me, sir.
Hey, sir.
They offer membership.
I see you don't have a tag on your bag.
Are you missing your bag?
What's going on over there? Sip, anything for you for idle chit chat?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I wasn't thinking about. It's just been a rush this morning. It was. I pulled in at 5:55. Farley said I was late for Sean. I've been discombobulated. I don't know.
You had a dream.
Yeah.
Somebody's daughter. I don't think it was Bill's. You don't have a daughter. Somebody's daughter. It might have been one of my brother's daughters. Served me a coffee for $34
in your dream.
Was it at McDonald's?
No, it was a nice coffee spot, and we had a back and forth. I wasn't complaining. We just had a. I just was kind of. That was the last dream I had. It was one of those nights where I was like, okay, this is going to be awesome. Because every time I fell asleep, I was having a dream. I wake up and I go, okay, that's pretty fun. And then I woke up and I go back in another dream. And the last dream I had was that. It was like, I think it was probably my older brother's daughter at a younger age serving me a $34 coffee. And that's
$34.
And I didn't wake up.
Is that with tax?
I didn't wake up until 5:30.
That tip included?
You put a big tip
Was it
on
a
there?
latte?
No, it was just like that.
A mocha? Was it a mocha?
I do a
Must
lot
have been
of
something really crazy to be $34.
Well, I don't. That's the issue was.
That's
I don't
the caveat.
CAVIOT.
the Bill Busch version of caveat. I like
Bush,
that.
where did they have that? Well, what you have Webster's dictionary? We have Bush's words that are spelled out like they should be.
It was a beautiful moment, and it was really. I was really.
When you took the paper, my sacred paper.
I took the sacred paper.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like I felt sort of bad.
That's
I will
okay.
never do that again.
It was okay.
Yeah, I know it was not, but it was fun seeing caveat. Okay, Jake. Jake, you better talk about your
I got
apparel.
before that. But one thing before we get to basketball. One thing for idle chit chat. Bill got mad at me this weekend.
Were you yelling at him? Were you yelling at him?
Let me take you back to Saturday night real quick.
Is this okay for the airwaves?
Oh, it's fine.
yeah,
Oh, it's
right,
fine.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just,
bring me
he'll be fine.
I
with
was.
this.
Matter of fact, still hot.
Okay.
Don't.
I'm at Pinnacle
I'm not
Bank.
looking at you.
I'm at Pinnacle Bank Arena for a concert.
Yeah.
Old Dominion,
Which I'd love to have went to.
Wait a second. What's going on?
It is a country concert. Old Dominion at Pinnacle Bank
And was
Arena.
it Chase Rice opened
Chase
up?
Rice opened.
Who
Yeah.
I also really enjoy.
So I
awful.
am sitting in my seat,
All right, go ahead.
and I receive a phone call as the concert's going on from Bill, and I don't answer it, and I text back saying, "Can't talk at a concert." He writes back, "You lucky beep."
Yeah.
Got mad at me.
Yeah.
Lucky.
You got me.
And I'm like, also he's in a suite.
I was in a suite.
Yeah.
I had thank
so
shout out
I'm-
to David for helping me out
So
there.
I'm like, hey, I'd like to have went to that. That'd have been nice. Was not even notified.
I only had 2 tickets.
You didn't,
It took
you
Elizabeth.
didn't even mark yourself safe.
I did not mark myself safe, but
Yeah.
Bill yelled at me
Yeah.
via text.
I wouldn't have notified either, and it didn't bother me. I wouldn't have gone to that concert for.
We know it takes you. We got to pay you to go to concerts. It makes me sad.
I'd need 1,000 for sure.
Oh, come
And
on.
Sipple points out bi-weekly, really, that I don't have a job. So that means I'm available for these types of things.
But maybe
Bi-week, yes.
Maybe.
So you should know right away. Well, hang on. I wonder if I should ask Bill. He's probably on the road recruiting. No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's just playing with sugar in the
beyond that.
backyard.
He's in the
I
backyard.
used to mention that in the summertime, and I don't anymore. I don't. Okay, so you went to Old Dominion. Never
Old
even heard of
Dominion.
it.
It's
How
a
was
good
the
band.
concert?
It was very good. Very, very good.
Looked packed. It looked like a heck of a
It was a
crowd.
packed house
How is that possible?
because they're good. Because you have never heard
Old
them
Dominion's
because you
probably
listen
got,
to
like-
country music and all
There's
that.
like 10 songs I'd like.
Yeah, there's probably they have 10 to 12
Chase
well-known
Rice probably
songs.
4 to 5 maybe.
I'd say that's probably about right.
Yeah.
He brought his dog out there, Chase
Yeah.
Rice, because they had a day off on Sunday. They went down to Oklahoma, went hunting yesterday.
I'll be darned.
Took the tour down south.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was a fun time. So shout out to Old Dominion. Shout out to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Again, packed. It was fun. It was a very fun environment. So shout out to that.
Did they sing any cover songs?
They did.
Did they?
The thing is this. I don't think people don't realize that they
probably
wrote a lot of songs before they actually made themselves into a big band. Like they wrote several songs for Kenny Chesney.
Really?
Save It for a Rainy Day was one of their songs. Chase Rice wrote a song for Florida Georgia Line, the Cruise, the big song back in 2011. So
Really?
it was good. It
Nice.
was very good.
Did you?
I wasn't there.
Did you get it out your Bic lighter?
No, I
Yes.
did not. Nope. They wanted to have the phones, the flashlights. I did not participate in that part.
You didn't?
I don't ever do that. I never do. Anywhere. Football games, anywhere. I don't do it.
Why?
I think right now that should be a staple. Just there should be all around like whatever, like the walkways or whatever of a stadium. That you should have.
Yes, just like that. Thank you.
There should be some out there selling thousands of them. Bic lighters, the mini ones for $1.
Yep. No,
for $1.
I just bought a bunch of them.
They should.
Okay, he's got it going
at the
concert,
at the venue.
So everyone has them because this whole thing that upsets me.
Why is that?
I did it.
It's not the real thing. Yeah,
it's a lighter.
It's a candle or a lighter. Yeah.
I'm back in the day.
I'm not going to push back.
Think about that back in the day in the 70s. They did that because everyone there was smoking cigarettes too.
Yeah.
And why do you have a lighter? How am I going to light my Marlboros? Yeah. Better times.
Better times.
I sent you guys a picture of the ramp where someone built the
snow ramp.
The snow ramp off the garage.
off the roof.
Did you see the ladder that they used to get up there? That was incredible. There's a ladder over there.
I didn't see the ladder.
This was all done when the parents had no idea this was happening. Right. No idea. Big blizzard hit and they built a snow deal off the garage through a snowdrift. It was incredible.
Better times.
Yeah. Better times.
Okay, speaking of better times.
That is Idle Chit Chat.
What about your deal?
That's not part of Idle Chit Chat. It's a real conversation. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Call them to get ahead for your 2024 fertilizing plans. Newton's Lawn Care here in Lincoln. All right. It was a very good weekend for Nebraska athletics, for sports.
Oh, wow.
Last night, Nebraska basketball beats Michigan State here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, 77-70. We'll get to that here in a second. John Cook's Husker volleyball team on to the Final Four. They beat Arkansas in 4 sets on Saturday night. And women's basketball also beat Michigan State on the road on Saturday afternoon. So a very good weekend for Nebraska sports. Last night, though, again, we'll get to volleyball here throughout the show and get to John Cook's accomplishment there. But last night, I'm wearing the attire of Nebraska basketball. You guys both commented on my jacket this morning.
Yeah, I like it.
Because it's retro. But I support the team. I was very bummed last week. I came in very mad.
I noticed that.
After the Minnesota game. I sat with Bill during the Creighton game. That was obviously a disappointing blowout, lost by 29 points. And you had the right to ask yourself, okay, is this team going to respond? Or is this going to be the moment where the season kind of goes awry? Nebraska basketball was down by 3 at halftime last night, and they come out hot in the second half, and they end up winning the game 77-70. Now 1-1 in conference play, 8-2 overall. How about Michigan State, a top 5 preseason team, 4-5 record, 0-2 in conference play? Sip, you were there.
Yeah, it was. Fred called it an unbelievable bounce back win. It was a very good game. It was a back and forth game. Nebraska had to be tough. Now, Michigan State, yeah, you're right, 4-5. They're interesting to me because they do have talent. It doesn't look like they have much chemistry, and I don't mean personal infighting. I just mean they don't, you expect Michigan State to move the ball well and get good shots. They just seem discombobulated a lot of the time. So Izzo was just, I would call him despondent after the game. He was really upset.
He personally attacked his centers, the post players. He pretty much said, we are going to look at other options there, basically. Yep. He said we're going to look at all the options that we have.
He didn't personally attack them. He didn't.
He's like, we had 2 points from our big guys. Yeah. That's not going to work.
He singled them out.
He did. He's several times to several questions. He goes back to our big guys not getting the job done down low.
They did not get it done.
Didn't score. Didn't defend great.
2 points, 3 rebounds from 2 bigs. Walker got going. Tyson Walker, pretty quiet most of the game. Then got rolling late, and you thought, well, okay. Remember, Jake, when they went up to 65-62?
I was concerned.
Yeah, you thought, okay.
I said, here we go. I've seen this movie before.
Right, and then
been here before.
Nebraska quickly got 2 baskets and pretty much took control after that point. Yeah, it was a really good win. It was a really good win.
There's nothing tells me that Michigan State will have a winning record.
Winning record.
They're 4-5. They probably have a couple gimmies here during about this time, like most teams do around the Christmas time. A couple, I think, rolls back into the Big Ten. My biggest thing from watching them was obviously that they can't shoot. They don't have shooters.
It's kind of a problem.
They don't have shooters.
No, they don't.
They have enough athletic people.
They have some
players.
athletes.
They don't, but they're not. They can't shoot. and that's a big deal in basketball.
It's kind of important.
It's really important.
They do. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, I don't think they've shot well. Well, they're 4-5, so they must not shot well that much. They do play pretty good defense. Nebraska did shoot 50% from the field, which is the first time a team has shot 50% against Michigan State this year, and that includes Duke and Arizona and Wisconsin.
Yeah, they played good competition so far. They have.
Yes, their losses they have.
Good losses.
Yeah, good losses.
You want to call it that, but
Fred's team, it looks to me, I know you got, now, I'm sorry, you're going to push back, but it looks to me like Gary's become the best player on the team.
Well, he's getting like 18, 20 points every game, it feels like.
Right.
He did start this game. Yeah. He's come off the bench in a couple games before this. He had the suspension the first 2 games, of course.
Yeah, looks a little beat up.
Go on.
He hurt his shoulder. He hurt his right shoulder.
He was constantly doing something with his shoulder.
Okay. Yes. Interesting.
Yeah, looked a little beat up.
There was one moment, Sip, in the second half where both Tominaga and Gary went out at the same time out because they were both hurt. They're on the court. They're both playing pretty well, and they both leave the court because they had injuries.
Okay. That's something to watch. I didn't know
that.
Now,
they both came back and finished the game, and they were momentary, I don't know, issues. But Juwan Gary, yes, as Bill said, the whole game, that right shoulder was bothering him. And last year, his left shoulder took him out for the season. That was the injury. His left shoulder.
He's got some shoulder issues, but he was 8 for 11 from the field, 20 points. Casey 5 for 12, had 15. They played pretty well across the board. Mast made that huge baby hook.
That was awesome. He lost the ball, collected it, and then makes the hook with about a minute 2 to go in the ball game.
Huge. And then what Nebraska's doing this year that's different than many past years is making free throws. They're 8 of 8 in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's incredible.
13 for 15 in the game.
13 for 15.
Yeah. 8 of 8 in the last 2. And how many times did you watch Nebraska basketball in recent years? And they just literally lost games at the line.
Way too many times.
Okay.
I had a lot of choice words at those moments.
And then down the stretch, especially defensively, when you look back in the heated part of the game, who was in the game?
Sam Hoiberg.
Sam Hoiberg was in the game.
I was reading your mind.
Yes.
He was playing. Yeah. It's like
he was in the game for the clutch part, and the announcers mentioned that his defense.
He's a good defender.
So there was some grit there at that time.
Yeah, so Stephen Bardo and Corey Provis on the call for BTN, they were right, Bill. They were saying they got to get in Tyson Walker's grill. He's getting too hot. And so, at that moment, it's like they heard everybody, put someone on him. And Sam Hoiberg comes in and does a great job shutting him down. So that's a dude making plays for Nebraska, playing tough defense.
Yeah, so I think he was in there. Okay, so it was 67-67 with 2 minutes left. And that's Nebraska at that point hit 8 straight free throws down the stretch, outscored Michigan State 10-3. And this is where I was getting to Sam and Nebraska's defense. The Sparty missed 7 of their final 8 shots.
That'll hurt.
Yeah, didn't make a field goal for the last 3 minutes 11 seconds.
They had some good looks too. I mean, they had some inside shots.
They're not very good offensively. Bill's right. They just don't look well. I was talking to Graham Couch, the column. By the way, the Lansing State Journal, Detroit, I don't know, the Detroit newspaper, there's 2 of them. They sent guys here.
Right.
Yeah, big time program. Yeah, they had guys here. Graham Couch was here, Jake.
That's awesome.
You know him.
It's not great, but you said it right too. You didn't say Graham.
Yeah, Graham Couch was here. Well, Graham Couch was here. And he says that there's just something off offensively with them. They don't. Now I think you're right. They don't shoot it well, but I was struck by they just don't get many good shots. They don't move it like a typical Michigan State team. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I play basketball.
So you've done. Please give us the Columbus side film. We'd like to see.
We watch this.
I like him. Hogard, AJ Hogard, big guard, great. I think he's a great player, having a bad year.
12 points, 5 for 10 last night.
Yeah, he didn't have a bad game. You saw Hogard. He's really good. Here's the story on him. They have a 5-star player that's not playing, but Hogard's looking over his shoulder and he's having trouble mentally. Yeah, they brought in a 5-star guy that they're not using because he's not, he's a freshman. He doesn't know quite, you have to play really hard in this league. He's learning that. But Hogard, I guess, is kind of looking over his shoulder, like, So I think they're battling some of that. Hogard was a preseason All Big Ten player, averaging 10 a game only. He's good. I love him. Man, he's good. And Walker's good, but their bigs aren't very good, as Jake covered.
No, Izzo covered that.
Yeah.
The coach covered that.
Well, they combined for 2 points and 3 rebounds. I mean,
they had some blocks, but other than that, they were struggling. There's something going around in social media, and it's not just one. It was several people, and I want to push back this for a second because I think it's ridiculous.
Push back.
There's been in the last couple of years in college basketball big profile coaches who have retired because they don't want to put up with NIL. Jay Wright, Jim Boeheim, Coach K, of course, at Duke.
Roy Williams.
There is Roy Williams.
They're also in their late 70s.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're Thank you.
Might have been something.
No, I'm glad you said that because people.
Jay Wright. No,
there's several people saying, Tom Izzo should have taken a page out of those guys' books and retired because he can't keep up in today's NIL. I would say they were a Sweet 16 team last year. Tom Izzo's fun. They were preseason top 5. They had a rough start to the year. Will he figure it out? He probably will. It's Tom Izzo.
I agree with you. I don't know
this
if
team will find its way to the a tournament, NIT, and then maybe if they get hot, the NCAA. Okay. Tyson Walker is a very good player.
He is.
He can lead that team places.
Yeah. They'll have, you know this for sure. They'll have a couple of big wins at home.
Absolutely.
There'll be a Saturday win, and they'll have a big upset. They'll beat somebody that they'll beat a Purdue. They'll beat somebody that'll happen.
Where are you going with this?
I'm just saying that takes ridiculous to say. Izzo should have stepped down. He can't. He's not like with it in today's game. How you recruit, how you do NIL.
I'm with you.
The man was in the Sweet 16 last year. He's had a very good run of success, and it's 9 games in.
Here's the thing about
the season is not over on December 11th.
You were struck by this too. I was really. I know. I don't want to. I want to word this properly. I guess I'm just going to say it the way I feel it. I was impressed by how despondent he was. I mean,
I watched the press conference.
He really cared. His care level is you could barely hear him, Bill.
You have to think about this. They went into this game as almost like it was a must win.
Yep.
I guarantee you the preparation for this game, I guarantee you was insane.
That's what Bill said.
That's
what Fred said.
We have a chance to play a team at home. They're good, but this is about us. I guarantee you his whole thing wasn't about Nebraska. It would be like, this is about us. Mm-hmm. And that's so this was the game to try to turn the season back around. That's what was supposed to be on the road, playing Nebraska. They weren't playing Purdue, they're playing Nebraska, and that this was their game, and it didn't work out.
I'm like Bill.
0-2 in conference play for Michigan State.
I try to take notes better because I noticed Bill.
It's like you're using shorthand.
Yeah, I had a stroke. Bill. I wrote Izzo. I wrote in pain. I don't mean that bad. I'm talking quietly.
That was your notes from the post game?
Yeah, he's really taking this hard. Biggs. He said they have to play better and I have to coach better. But that's not all he said. You're right. I haven't looked up who this freshman is. They have a 5-star freshman that they're trying to get ready to go. He's going to shuffle personnel again, he said. Yeah, they have some issues there at Michigan State. And I'm sure that fan base was, they had a bad football season. And I know this because I talk to Graham all the time, that they just say, well, football's no good. We're going to be really good at basketball. Well, now they're not good at basketball. It's a tough little early winter in Lansing right now. It is. Yeah. I feel for the fans. And I feel for Izzo. I felt bad. I'm not a huge Izzo fan. But I did feel bad for him. Like, again, though, I was kind of impressed that at this age, he still cares at that level.
I'm curious your thoughts on this because this was a common comment from Stephen Bardo, the BTN analyst.
So you guys were both watching Bardo?
Yep. Yes. We were watching from the house. Yes. Bardo said he's been to many games at Pinnacle Bank Arena. He's never seen that, like, the energy so low in terms of the buzz in the arena. He said the whole first half is like, this place is quiet. I've been here 15 times, and this is as quiet as it's ever been, he said.
It was a good crowd in terms of number of people. Not great. There was the upper reaches, as you can imagine, the top 2 decks. Jake goes to games. There's actually 2 decks up there. And they weren't.
That'd be a double-decker.
Yeah. There was people up there, but there was a lot of empties. And there was a lot of empties in the end zone seats. But it was still a pretty good crowd. Now, it got loud late. It really got loud late. I mean, it was.
That's good. It was a good basketball game. It should have got loud. I'm glad it did finally.
It got
the first
loud.
half, he says it was quiet in there.
I guess it was.
That's what Bardo said. He said, I'm amazed at how quiet it is in this arena.
Well, it was a 5:30 tip-off.
Which Bill saw last Sunday.
I called that out.
Not good.
Not a big
Not
fan
good,
of
no.
5:30, are you?
No, it's horrible.
Yeah, I'll tell you what you
That's
missed.
the reason you had a lot of empty seats.
Bill goes 5:30, huh? Not good.
I'll tell you what they
Not
had though.
going.
They had a heating mechanism in the press room with pulled pork in it.
How was that?
It was really good. It was barbecue pulled pork. They had
Did
barbecue.
you put it on a bun?
I did. I shouldn't have. I usually will just eat it freely,
Yes.
but I did. I was kind of hungry, and they had the coleslaw was good in the press room. It was amazing. They had a ton of it too. It was. You would have.
Did you see Keith Mann?
He said I walked by him and didn't acknowledge him.
What?
You snubbed him?
I didn't try to.
Were
I
you
didn't
locked
see
in
him.
or something?
You
Or
snubbed
you
him.
must be locked in.
I was talking to fellow media members.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I must have missed him. Then I saw him after the game, and he credited me because I predicted the win, and he predicted a loss. I hope Keith doesn't.
It's already out there now.
Well, let's just post Keith Mann's cell phone number. Let's post his
Text
cell
Keith
phone
Mann
number.
real quick.
Yeah.
What was the updated
Yeah.
amount of text you got from that, by the way?
It was a lot, but they died down. I don't want to get into it. We don't need to get into that. They
Bring that
died
back up.
down. God bless the Breakers. It's not an.
Did anyone reach out because we mentioned him that they could text you a question for
Fred Hoiberg.
For Fred Hoiberg? Did
I
anyone text you a
don't think
question?
somebody was calling right during the press conference. I didn't recognize the number.
Breaker called
So there
you.
might have been a breaker during the press conference.
Oh, no.
So my number is 402-617-3345.
Ah.
617-3445.
Inaccurate. We'll repost it.
Yeah,
I'll put it on my Twitter account.
We'll post the clip
Put it
again.
on Twitter.
Anywho,
Twitter sphere.
Yeah.
Before we get to break, last thing regarding the unfortunate thing
did you
for
get
Nebraska.
your jacket yet?
Yeah, I got this jacket. I am donning here.
Knee.
I got this at a local shop. It was Best of Big right up the street in the Haymarket. Wonderful. Yeah, it's the Danny Nee retro
yeah.
jacket.
Yes.
Check that out.
That's Danny. That's not Mo.
Yeah.
This is Danny.
That's Dan.
It's got the script Huskers. You know, they
Okay,
used
I
to have
think
the
you're right.
basket. You used to have the basketball court, the basketball at the free throw line,
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Yeah.
In the '90s.
It's a sweet
So
jacket.
Yeah.
they're right there.
Call that a
See that?
jacket? Or
It's
jacket.
a jacket.
It's a 3/4 zip.
Yeah, three. Yeah. Let's go down to here.
Did you have any that zips just down to my navel? Looking for a 3/4 zip. We have a lot of quarter zips. No, 3/4.
something that zips down to my navel.
I am bummed about one thing.
What?
Nebraska was undefeated before the Creighton game, right? They had a full week off before that game and lost by 29. Guess what? They have a full week off again.
Don't let that bum
They
you.
play Kansas State on Sunday in Manhattan. They have the whole week off for finals week. Understandable, but the last time they had a week off, didn't go so hot for Nebraska.
Bill is a coach. He would call that a tough prep. They got their finals this week.
Yep.
And sometimes after finals, I would say Bill would tell you that student athletes take a deep breath, kind of, and then maybe they take too much of a deep breath.
It can be a little hectic.
Yeah.
It can be a little hectic. Anymore, finals week is not what finals week was, back in the 80s, and where it was just like, okay, this is it. This is our showtime. A lot of them now like that. Oh yeah, we're going to do ours like a week ahead of time. We're going to do this. It's online. It's not the same of just a wow, it's fine. It was a big deal.
Yeah. How about the pressure of finals?
The
week,
finals,
Bill?
like, what do you got finals week, especially if it's comprehensive. You're like, oh. It
How
got
about
real.
a Friday final? How about a Friday final?
Yeah, that was-
Oh God.
Yeah.
At 7:30 a.m. I had
Or
those.
no,
I had
3
one.
p.m. I had a
No.
3 p.m. one time.
That stinks.
Finals week.
Right before
All
Christmas.
your friends
Your
are gone. They've all gone home.
When you
You're the last one
go
left.
to your final on Friday, it's crickets. It's just you don't see anybody.
Nope.
It's just
I'm
one
getting
class.
depressed thinking about it. I'm sorry I brought that up.
I loved finals week. Loved it.
Did you?
I did. Stay up late studying and just grinding it out.
That's
I
fun,
loved it.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the pressure. I liked it.
I missed a final.
Yeah.
Well, no. Actually, I walked in. It was, and she was giving out the final, and I was like, "Wait!" Must have been dead week, and I was like, "What is this?" She goes, "This is the final." I was like, oh God!
Today?
You got to be kidding me!
Yeah. Excuse me.
No, I can tell you a little story. And then here's what happened. She said, just do your best. It was like fill in the dot deal. Just do your best and talk to me afterward, okay? She was really nice about it. But then I just sat down and I filled out like designs on the dots. And that was trouble. That was trouble. She said, you didn't even try.
Yeah.
You didn't even try, and I'm going to have to just, give you an F. And I was like, wait a second, no. And I pleaded, and I had to go see her at her office and everything, and got to take it over and got like a C. But yes,
but what is this? It's a final.
Excuse me.
I didn't know.
What are we handing out here? To the final. Final of what? Man, final of what? That's what,
I'm really confused
This
here.
is the final of yesterday's conversation. The final of the whole year.
I was completely unaware that we were having a final.
What is this?
Yeah. Oh, this is the final.
We're doing this right now. Oh,
This is trouble.
that's great.
Oh,
I thought there was times in my last year where I forgot I was in college. I was working 2 jobs. I was like, oh God, I still got 4 classes. Yeah, I wasn't going to many classes anymore.
I liked it old school too. When it's like, yeah, actually, I had to like get the old school, the syllabus out to see what's going on. Now it's all online. I asked one of the a current.
I love these conversations with Bill. Old man conversations.
Yeah. I talked to I saw one of the current players on the Nebraska team that I coached here before. I'm not going to name names, but unbelievable guy. And I go, how are we doing in school? He goes, hang on, I'll show you. He shows me on his phone. Has his grades right there. His current. This is like up to date within the last hour. We're like us. We just sit there and like, what do you guys get for grades? It's going to come in the mail in about 2 weeks. We'll see where it came out. That was it. He just waited for you.
I liked it that way better.
I loved it way better.
The drama.
Way better.
Oh God,
way better. All of a sudden you're going like, whoa, how about that?
C+.
Yeah, C+. I thought I was going to get a D. How'd that happen? How did that happen?
Yeah, you're right. I like that way better than I would not have wanted a daily update.
And then also too, I felt that instructors then also had the advantage of just being like, you know what? He probably did D work, showed up every day. I like him, giving him a C+ or a B. They
Discretion.
Discretion. Just no. Why'd you give it to him? Because
discretion.
Why? Because
tried.
That was it. Yeah. Is that
felt bad?
Now it's all like you have to show everything to it. No, 89.9. That's not an A.
Right.
That's not part of the deal. No. I like discretion. There
was more discretion back in the day. There certainly was.
Or you can just honestly, like you can just go talk to a teacher, and then it's like, I know you failed. Any chance you give me a D? Yeah, I give you a D. I give you a D.
And most of them would.
They would.
If you met with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say most of them would.
Yes.
And leave it at that.
Yes.
That was good.
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember.
Discretion.
When I have a quick football story.
Want to come back?
Yeah, we'll come back. We do that. We'll come back.
Grades.
Yeah.
Okay, when we come back, we'll have a football
Please
story.
remember that.
Yes.
All right, that's next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
At Allo, we believe in the exceptional. From extraordinary whole home coverage to super fast speeds, our local teams are always on hand to make sure your service is running at top performance. Let go of lag, banish buffering, and enjoy outstanding service throughout your entire home. We believe in delivering nothing less than exceptional service, so that's exactly what we do. Visit us at allofiber.com to experience the exceptional.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, has the largest selection of late model equipment in the Midwest. And for a limited time, Acres is offering low-rate financing on all 2021 and 2022 S and X Series combines and 8 Series tractors. Qualified buyers can earn 3.9% financing for 60 months. And as an added bonus for your holiday season, if you purchase one of Acres' eligible machines before December 31st, you'll get a $5,000 gift card from Shields. Go to acres.com to learn more.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown returns to Lincoln, January 12th, 6:45 p.m. Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Let's throw down right now.
See Rey Mysterio, LA Knight, Bobby Lashley, The Street Profits, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Carlito, and more. It's WWE's Friday Night SmackDown in Lincoln, January 12th. Tickets start at $25 and on sale now at Ticketmaster.
We're on the air.
Back.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break with Sip and Jake.
Simple, you are an idiot.
Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Get back to football here in a second. So I'm making sure I get the shout outs. I mentioned it briefly, but Nebraska volleyball on to the Final Four. 17th appearance in the history of the program. They'll play in Tampa against Pittsburgh. On Thursday. Pitt.
I tell you what,
Thursday.
We had to go to a little event, which I'll talk about in the 7 o'clock hour.
Okay.
But I had to go down, and so I had to listen on the radio. Me and my wife had to listen to, this is the game 4.
Set 4.
On the radio. Set
Laura.
4. Set 4.
Laura.
Yeah, incredible job listening to John Baylor.
You like that?
Do the game. It was really, it's so fast paced. It's so hard to follow. It's not like, well, Michigan State has the ball coming down court. It's like, no, It was incredible to follow. But he had some things that were unbelievable, like that.
Down court.
One of the from Arkansas hit a ball. It was a service error. He's like, and she overestimated gravity. I was just,
he's good.
He goes in the green card giveth, and the green card taketh away.
Yeah.
It was just so good. He also said, he goes, well, after a bad call, he thought it was a bad call by the officials. Well, I don't think any of our fans will be dining with the officials after the game tonight. It was just so good.
John Baylor is a legend in terms of broadcasting. He's quirky in a good way. It's unique.
Yes, it was very good.
The way he calls games, no one calls
I will
like
say
that.
this: listening to it on radio was a lot of fun. To listen to. Good.
So shout out to Nebraska volleyball getting going to the Final Four. Pitt on Thursday is who they'll play, and it's Wisconsin and Texas in the other semifinal match. So there we go.
Oh, John, I think it's John Cook's 11th.
Think about that though.
I did think about
11 Final Fours.
They've got. I was talking.
Half of his years have been Final Fours.
Talking to my wife about this. If they happen to, they could have lost them all too. But we'll say they win a couple more. He's been runner-up 5 times.
That's amazing.
They've lost in the finals 5 times. You've been in the finals 10 times. Imagine being
a big deal.
Imagine being in 10 times in the national championship game in football.
No, it's amazing. I mean, what he's doing is incredible, and you can't take it for granted. You won't take it for granted because you can't do it forever.
Nope.
He's aging.
Yes,
he is. All right. We want to get to some football news. You had a story here, Bill.
Real quick about grades.
Yeah,
had a fun one. It was my first coaching job at Northern Arizona. And so you don't get, that one thing you don't do as a coach, as an assistant coach, right? That you don't dabble in grades.
You don't
dabble in grades. Well, you do one-on-one with the player and everybody else involved. You don't get a whole, hey, this is Professor Jones. This is Bill Busch, assistant football coach. Really need to be out of this. Like, no, that gets you in a pickle. So you don't do that. But I got sent over to go with someone just because he wasn't going to make it. He had to have a grade change or he had to find a way to get additional work to do whatever it was. So my job was to go along. So I laid it out for him.
You're just a young guy.
I'm a young coach. So I laid it out for him. I said, listen, I cannot, promote you working for something to do additional work for the grade change that we had talked about trying to get. Because he's going to be ineligible. He'll never play again. So he'll never graduate either. So I felt for him in this spot, but he hadn't really put the work in, I'm sure. But I'm there to just mediate. So I'm sitting down. I'm just asking questions. Can this possible? This happen? But I told him before he went in. I said, "Here's the deal." I said, "I can't do anything. I will listen to the stories. I will mediate. I will tell him your story of why this would be beneficial. But I can't get involved with this. But if I say, hey, I'm going to leave real quick, you guys can finish up. I go, that's the time. I said, you start crying. So if you don't start crying, I said, if you don't start crying, it's going to go back. So when I could just tell it wasn't going well, I go, hey,
did you really?
I told him, I said, hey, when I leave, so start crying. I said, I try
to do it.
So I went through all my stuff. I said, okay, listen, I cannot be part of this anymore. Like that, I exited, and all of a sudden, I just hear weeping. I hear weeping. You're up. There's weeping like that. Came back out. Got to finish this paper. Got it done.
Wow, look at that.
Incredible.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Now, I was not part of it. Did I do anything?
When I get up, you start crying.
Start crying when I get up.
God, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Then a couple weeks later, also with the
I love that.
Yes. It was better times.
He started crying.
Yeah. And he did.
That's not easy to do.
He did the work. I will say this. He deserved a break on what was going on in his life. With what all went on, he deserved a break to have that happen.
God, it's not easy to cry on command.
No, it's not. No. Very difficult.
I don't think I can do it.
All of a sudden, just as if you're fake crying or laughing. I thought, sorry, Professor, I'm not trying.
Coach Busch told me to start crying.
I can't do it. I'm dry.
I can't do it.
Couldn't make it happen. Oh God.
You're out.
That's right.
We'll get out of here.
We gave it a chance.
You want to talk about McCord?
Yes, Nebraska football. We learned this weekend, Sip, you reported this, that Kyle McCord, the Ohio State quarterback, will be visiting Lincoln at some point this week, as well as Julian Fleming, the Ohio State receiver, will be at some point on campus this week in Lincoln.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when. It doesn't. I'm not too worried
in
about
tune.
Well, I mean, everybody's like,
You're
what
on
day?
We're on 3.
What day? I said, he's going to be here. It doesn't matter what day. Anyway, it was poorly kept secret. Everybody was talking about it on Friday. The word got loose on Sunday that Kyle McCord and Julian Fleming will be visiting Nebraska's campus this week. So it's it's really amazing when you think about it. How this world is really, the college football world is bizarre, and the quarterback position is volatile. I mean, I don't know what Ohio State's doing. My guess is Cam Ward. That's my guess. But is it just Ryan Day finishes the season and says, we're just going into the portal to get the best guy we can? Is that what's going on now?
Well,
if you're one of the top
I'm sure the
schools,
conversation I would imagine would be the conversation is like that. You're 100%, the first day of spring ball, you would be the starter. But we're bringing someone else in. They're going to compete for it. It's going to be fair. It's going to be a fair shake. They're going to get their reps with the ones. They're going to get their shot. So it's on you if you want to stay and compete. So
and it was on, and McCord decided that he was going to jump in the portal. I mean, going back, Ryan Day. It was last Sunday. Was it last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago that Ryan Day was asked, "Is McCord your QB1 going forward?" And Day said, "I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to do." I mean, he wouldn't guarantee it. Next day, McCord's in the portal. And now, I mean, Nebraska does. I mean, it clearly has a great chance to get him, in part because the money will be significant. So it changed. It's just I think it's bizarre. I'm watching McCord in the game.
Yeah.
And a couple of weeks later, he's a Nebraska Cornhusker I'm going to say probably. I don't know for sure. But I'm guessing he will be.
I think it's also a classic example of be careful what you wish for, because I imagine when everyone jumps in the portal, they're imagining some things like, I'm going to be at Oregon, or I'm going to be here, I'm going to be there, whatever it is. And all of a sudden, there's just not enough chairs, or some people aren't making those moves right now.
Scary.
It's with what can happen like that. So it's a plus for Nebraska. But one of the bigger pluses is that from my knowledge, or a little bit of like that, you know better, and Sean would know. I don't know if he has committable offers.
Right. I don't know how many.
Which is committable.
How
offers.
many more than one?
Yeah.
Because he has one.
Yeah, he has one. But how many more offers does he have where he's like, hey, because he's not been on any other trips, has he? To our knowledge?
To our knowledge, no. Now, Derek McCord kind of handles things. I don't know if I should. I share things I shouldn't share, including my phone number.
That happened.
I had a number that I thought Bill would find this funny. I had a number that I thought was Kyle McCord, and I called it, and it was Jack Sawyer. Jack Sawyer I think he's a linebacker at Ohio State, and he handled it really well.
Yeah.
He was funny, actually. Yeah, he was like, he started laughing. He goes, no, Kyle. He goes, I'm a good friend of Kyle. But he said, Kyle's out of town. And I said, oh, is he? Where is he? And he said, no. He goes, come on, boy. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. But anyway, it wasn't Kyle's number. It was Jack Sawyer.
Hilarious.
Ace reporter. But yeah, Derek McCord was a little more free with information yesterday, but still plays it very close to the vest. So, Bill, I don't know. The roundabout way of saying, I don't know if he's visited anywhere else and if he intends to visit anywhere else. He wouldn't say. I asked him.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked him, and he said, we're just taking this day by day.
Mm-hmm. And also, you never know. Things can drastically change today with another school, with anything happen. You don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. Things happen, things pop up. So, but I think right now Nebraska's in great shape.
I do. So over the weekend, Dylan Gabriel was that over the weekend?
Yes,
Dylan Gabriel went to Oregon.
That's correct.
Cam Ward is still out there. God, now you guys have watched him. I didn't watch him till this weekend.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch.
He's a dude.
He's electric.
I wonder if he's going to Ohio State. He would look good at Ohio State.
Put them in his Final Four this weekend.
Ohio State wasn't in his Final Four?
Let me check. I think
it was Auburn, Florida State, Miami.
Let me check.
And one other. Auburn, Florida State, Miami. But Jake, before we do this, I don't think that's his official Final Four. It was presented like we think this is his Final Four. There's a lot of crap out there right now. But man, Ward.
But right now, he would be the highest ranked free agent.
Yes, he's number one.
Still available.
And you can see why.
Still available.
Ooh,
and I'm sure that's why Dylan Gabriel jumped in quick. Exactly. It's like, hey, I'm gonna get my spot.
It's like you're talking about musical chairs.
Because right now, I mean, USC did not land one, correct?
USC does not have one yet.
Yeah.
No, a lot of smoke about Will Howard going there, but why wouldn't USC take Cam Ward?
Oh, I'm sure they would.
Yeah,
it'd be hard not to go there. It's like
so you would say Cam Ward pretty much has his pick.
I would. That would be my take right now.
I can't find his Final Four.
Yeah, because I don't think that's real.
It was a fake listing?
Well, no, it wasn't fake, but it seemed like it was a reporter surmising it.
Okay.
I never saw anything that – I could be wrong on this, but I never saw anything that said Cam Ward is saying this is his Final Four.
I didn't see anything.
And I never saw anything like that. But anyway, now Ward, does he have his pick? I mean, you would say, well, Oregon took somebody else. I don't know. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But, man, that's the dude. And Nebraska talked to him, but I don't think. Now, listen, for all I know, Ward's coming tomorrow, but I've never heard anything that would suggest that. But that's the dude. I mean, McCord's good. McCord will be a massive, if he gets to Nebraska, if he goes to Nebraska, if he chooses Nebraska, massive upgrade. Massive.
So with that being said, obviously, I'm sure that obviously the Nebraska coaches, I'm sure they've been completely transparent with the office of the players, but that does change the room right away.
Sure.
As far as change the room being, but those who were here, right. That is
now.
Yeah. When Kyle McCord comes in, or they know that Kyle McCord is the guy. If he's not the guy, then you've made a ginormous error.
Yeah.
You've made an error of all errors.
But Bill, how do you do it? You're the coach
That'd
here.
be 2 straight years.
How do you do it though? How do you set up like you talked about how magnificently Ed Orgeron handled the Burrows coming to LSU? What do you do? How do you handle it if you're a Nebraska coach with McCord? You just say, well, no, guys, this is our guy. It's his job to lose.
I would imagine you would. I never would speak for them. Like I said, I'll just give you an example of a brilliant way to do it.
Please.
Was with Coach O did when Joe Burrow came there. He's like, Joe, you can't jog out first with the ones right away. So we have a detailed plan. His detailed plan was on this day 2, 7-on-7, you're with the ones. On day 3, team 1, you're with the one. So he laid it out for us. Like,
scripted
how can I win this job? It was scripted all the way out.
Scripted
out for 2 weeks on what the rotation would be. Now I will say
and
this:
all the guys see that?
Everyone knows it. Yeah, yes, it was laid out for all of them. Okay. And so, in the recruiting process, he laid it out for him, and that was brilliant by Coach O. And then I would say, I remember when it happened. I would say it must have been. There was 4 quarterbacks at the time, and I think it was only maybe a week into practice, and 2 of them transferred.
Bolted out.
Yeah, 2 of them were like they're like
saw the writing.
The writing on the wall type of thing. Yes.
Okay, so I like that idea. Script it out. Show the other guys this is how we're going to do it. And
the other guys too know, like, okay, yeah, I'm going to get reps. So if it's whoever it is, like that, yeah, on this day, I'm with the. You could take your returning quarterbacks. Hey, listen, you're going to get. On these days, you're with the ones for this, you're with the ones for this, and then you just have a chance to build it. Also, football is so much different now with what you can do with the teach periods and different things. You're so far ahead by the time you get to spring ball, so you are ahead quite a bit in that area.
That'd be one way to do it. Anyway, yeah, McCord and Fleming. Fleming was a 5-star recruit back in the I don't know, it was a class of 2020. He's a senior. So that's pretty big, too. I think he'd be your best receiver.
He'll be visiting at some point this week.
Yeah, and I think Fleming would be your best receiver next year.
We'll see what happens. Song of the day and Bill's Thrills next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today. Let's be real for a second. Most Christmas gifts get shoved in a corner after getting unwrapped, collecting dust, and taking up space all year. What a waste! Change things up this Christmas with an Edible Arrangements fruit basket featuring chocolate-covered apple donut wreaths, white chocolate-dipped pineapple snowmen, and plenty more. It's a creative gift that is both unique and temporary. Don't worry about it taking up space in the fridge or in a corner. Order today at ediblearrangements.com or stop by in Lincoln just south of 66th and Q.
Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, has the largest selection of late model equipment in the Midwest. And for a limited time, Acres is offering low rate financing on all 2021 and 2022 S and X Series combines and 8 Series tractors. Qualified buyers can earn 3.9% financing for 60 months. And as an added bonus for your holiday season, if you purchase one of Acres' eligible machines before December 31st, you'll get a $5,000 gift card from Shields. Go to acres.com to learn more.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Whether you're booking a trip to Lincoln for a football game or a volleyball weekend, the Scarlet Hotel at Innovation Campus is the place for you. The Scarlet Hotel is special on many levels, from the delicious Well and Good restaurant on the main floor to the coolest rooftop patio bar in Lincoln, the Barred Owl, on the top floor of the hotel with great views of the city and one of the coolest drink menus. Book your stay or book a staycation today at scarlethotelnebraska.com.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try the Cubano panini with ham, applewood smoked pork loin, and more. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Apace Foundation. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and The Ticket FM.
Sunshine,
Once again, your song of the day from 1971.
71.
She goes away.
Yeah, 71. Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers.
Jeez, Jake.
464-56851. 1 is bad. 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Jeez, Jake.
That's a dandy. Farley's giving it a 10 in the background.
Farley give that 10?
Yeah, he loves Bill Withers.
He does?
That's his air. He loves that kind of music. Beautiful.
71.
Yeah. How could you not like that song? But that's an incredible song.
How about when the symphony heats up?
They brought in a symphony.
You guys got happy there.
Oh,
Song.
I know.
mean, it stops you in your tracks.
I know.
I mean, back in the day, it stopped me in my tracks. It still stops. It still stops you in your tracks. Jake, you still have it in you. 1971.
Huskers national champions.
Good year. Good year for Nebraska.
And Bill Withers. Yeah, I mean, it's high. 9666447. 9666447.
I could see Johnny Rogers listening to it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Glover.
Not that Glover. I
Yeah.
see Glove. Absolutely. Coached with him.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah. Like,
Big hands.
What do you have? 22 tackles in the game of the century?
Something like that.
Nose guard, nose guard, 22 tackles.
It's insane.
And he's listening to Bill Withers, I guarantee you.
At some point.
Oh.
Would you ever turn it off? Ever?
No. And I will say this, having headphones on even made it better. I've never had headphones on for that. To hear
symphony,
the symphony like that. Yeah, I'm going to go with you never turn it off ever. 977-421.
Wow.
Wait a second. What?
977-421.
So 9.6 plus and 9.7 plus.
Incredible. It just hit
Good
me.
way to put it, Jake.
Just hit me.
Josh,
9.2.
9.3.
Yeah, in that range. You nailed it.
Oh,
It's a
9.3.
beauty.
That's a beauty, says Josh.
I will listen to that song again today. That's what I'm going to pull up today when I'm driving.
Yeah.
The
You never
dandy.
turn it off. You never turn it off.
No.
Bill Withers.
Thank
Stud.
you.
Stud.
Thank you.
Some ratings here. Notorious B.I.B. 5.8. Guilt Nerd.
5.8.
Guilt Nerd,
Come on.
8.9. John in Southeast Lincoln, 8.8. A classic. David, a 6.0. Who in Columbus? Bill Bird, 7. High score from Bird, finally.
That was a good one.
Ryan in California, instant 10. Jennifer, 8. Hubby, 8.4. Good start to the week, Jake. Thank you.
Yeah, it was.
Bo Lever, 8.5. Husker Mike in Waterloo gives it 8.5. Bill frickin' Withers, somebody says 10. 10 on that one.
That's incredible.
I don't think Withers ever did much else, but that's fine. And you don't have to if
That's
you have a
not
song.
true.
I bet Heyman would give this a 10.
He had
High
he had a
something
couple
else?
songs. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Withers did? I remember.
Ah.
Yes.
Not like that.
I think for sure he did.
Okay. You might be mistaken.
No, he had just the two of us. He
That's
wrote
a good
that
one. That's a good one.
How about Lovely Day? Lovely Day.
No.
Lovely Day. Come on, you know that song.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Lean on me. That's Bill Withers. Lean on me.
Okay, you're right.
When you're not
You're
strong,
right.
I'll
Yeah,
be your friend. I'll help you carry on.
Yeah, two of those.
I didn't know he did that was Withers.
That's Bill Withers.
Yeah, he had three big ones. Three
Yeah.
big ones.
He's got to be in the Hall of Fame.
He's got it. Heyman,
Yes.
let us know, Rick
Yeah.
Heyman.
Heyman text line.
Yeah.
Before I get to Bill's throws, hang on 1 second.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bill's thrills on a Monday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, Bill's Thrills is sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Bill, the floor is yours on a Football Facts Monday.
Money, money, money. Those guys have it. It's nice. I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of money. I am. I really like it.
I need it right now.
I like it.
Christmas. All right.
Christmas.
No, wait a second.
Christmas.
You got a headline?
What's that? No headline.
That's okay.
Bill Strills doesn't do headlines.
Oh, it doesn't.
No. Football facts.
Mhm.
I thought I'd let the people know and the people of the station what's going on for the playoff teams right now.
Oh, I love it.
What is going on for the playoff teams right now? So here's the first thing. So This is pretty common. I saw it live when I went down and spent some time with Coach Saban at Alabama. They're getting ready for the Notre Dame national championship game. So right now, and I'm sure every team's doing this, is that those 4 teams it's back to day one camp. So everything is about yourself. They're back to this. Isn't right now. It's not the whole day is not spent on their opponent. They are spending all their time fundamentally on themselves. So it's all about your team and its extreme fundamentals to make sure you're back to square. But everything you're doing against it's against yourself. There might be a play that gets installed that they don't really know much, because normally a play gets installed where it's kind of, okay, I'm going to get a jump on a little thing. But right now there'll be sections of your meetings where you'll look at opponent film, but you are all about yourself. So the introduction is in small segments. So what they would do like that, so all of a sudden it could be, hey, we're going to have a period here, or this section of practice now is going to go, if I'm Alabama, this is going to go to Michigan. Michigan's going to go to Alabama during this small section. But you want to make this as normal as possible. So as normal as possible. So Coach O was just brilliant with the pulse of the team. So when we went through this section, like before, the amount of time we had before the championship game and in the week prior to the playoffs, for the first round, that we'd have 2 weeks of exact weeks. So we would go, it's like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, boom, off 2 days. And then we come back and do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just like it was during the season.
Okay, interesting.
So we just reloaded. And so we would do a Monday, just like every Monday during the season. We do a Tuesday, just
so it's like preseason camp.
It's like preseason camp. But then when you get ready for the game, so your advantage then would be, hey, we're going to play. If I'm Washington playing Texas, I'm going to have a Washington. If I'm University of Washington, I'm going to have a Texas week. Then you come back and you reboot and you just do Texas week over again. Now they may not do it exactly, but that in general, I'm guarantee you right now, everything is about themselves. Oh, and let's reevaluate ourselves. Let's self-evaluate, or let's self-scout ourselves. Let's get back to one-on-ones. Let's get back to pods. Let's get back to the basics part of what's going on.
So Michigan's probably doing that too.
Everyone, they are, and the fight is real, because more is not better. Sometimes you can go with that case of just more is not better. If you watch the NFL when they have a bye week, if you watch, remember like that, where was Brock Purdy at?
He was in Iowa, wasn't he?
He was in Iowa picking corn. They get time off. They do the value of the time off. So it's not like, no, this is our time to get in 3 more practices. No, this is the time to try to make sure you're fresh. So the fight right now that is so real, what's going on is okay, how do I get the freshest, most mentally prepared team to the game? And you can't just be, well, just be fresh. When I got to be prepared. Kids be prepared. You got to be fresh.
I walk that
so
fine line.
you're going through that fine line of how to do it and what you're going to do at that. But it's so tough to get them mentally and physically prepared. It's still a big game, obviously. So everyone's gonna be ready to go. It's not like, well, we didn't take it very serious. Well, I think Texas and Washington are taking the game serious. That's going on.
I sure hope so.
I guarantee it. Now the difference is that these are, one's the Sugar Bowl and one's the Rose Bowl, but it's not like bowl games than they used to be. When you went like there was an event your team was going to every night.
There's not.
These are the playoffs.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
The next game is a big next game.
Interesting. Now that is interesting.
That's very interesting.
Well, everything is, but that's really interesting to me.
I remember going. I think all we did was went to the College Football Hall of Fame for a dinner with us in Oklahoma, and then that's also where me and Coach Joseph helped win on Family Feud.
So there's not a lot of rigmarole.
No, there's not a lot of this. It's just no.
There used to be.
It's very business oriented of what's going on. There was more. Hey, we want to enjoy ourselves. Run a bowl games. Enjoy ourselves.
I wonder. Yeah. Like if Michigan was playing Florida State, would they just skip the Florida State preparation because they know they're going to roll them?
That's your team. That's your team.
You love Florida State.
Team.
What's wrong with you? Would they just be getting ready for Washington, Texas?
No, there's
Florida State. I'm joking around.
So there is a complete crew of people working on the next game.
Interesting.
So right now, there are people in the building.
Oh, there's the stallions of the world.
I won't say stallions, but there's people not doing anything illegal. There's people at Alabama and at Michigan working for the next game, and that's all they're doing. So if all of a sudden you win that game, what do we got? here, let me give you about everything known to man about this team. So that's all that they're doing. That's all that they're doing at that time.
Really? So there's people in the background getting ready.
Yeah, right now. It's not like going, it's kind of like, oh, that's incredible. That's incredible.
God. So you just wound it back at LSU to like a preseason camp.
Yes.
I like that.
And that's everyone does that. I would guarantee that's everyone's doing that there. They're not starting off going like, all right, let's get started here. Let's go with blitz pickup. Let's go through all the Michigan's blitzes. No. How about if we just get ourselves? They're competing with themselves. That's the time. Then it goes back. I said, and Coach, I imagine everyone's pretty similar, but it was great before. Both you just redid the weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You just redid, but so you just stayed same as. So it takes also the monotony out of it a little bit, because if people say, "Oh, monotony," we're going to go. There's a lot to it. How many times do you see games where you just go, "How did that happen? How did that happen? What happened? Did Nebraska look the same basketball wise last night as they did against Minnesota? Nope.
Teams evolve.
Yeah, so things happen, things evolve, different things are going on at all times, and the struggle is real. I don't know if there's been, like I said, these matchups are great. Alabama, Michigan.
Oh,
are you kidding me? And then Texas, Washington.
Should be good games.
I mean, you're looking at right now. When you look at it, you go, "Whoa!" You just go,
that
"Whoa!"
First game in the Rose Bowl is going to be a freak.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
Cut me off.
Yeah, kind of cut me off there.
Sorry.
Carl, that was good.
Nice
that was interesting. We'll talk more about that later, okay? Because I got some questions for you.
Okay, there we go. That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs and the cash cows of Lincoln. Hour 2 next, an early break on the ticket.
Nice.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors, Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try the Cubano panini with ham, applewood smoked pork loin, and more. Order a caramel latte this month, and 10% of proceeds will go to the Apace Foundation. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Busch Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Busch Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Join Planet Fitness now and get the PF Black Card for only $24.99 a month. You'll enjoy an upgraded experience with tons of perks.
Like access to more than 2,000 locations worldwide?
Yep.
And massage chairs?
Yes.
Can I bring a friend every time?
Sure.
Can my friend be a horse?
Nay. Sorry. Get the PF Black Card and feel fit-tacular. Only $24.99 a month. Our most popular membership, the PF Black Card, is your ticket to getting all the perks. Join today. See Club for details.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown returns to Lincoln, January 12th, 6:45 p.m. Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Let's throw down right now.
See Rey Mysterio, LA Knight, Bobby Lashley, The Street Profits, Charlotte Flair, Io Sky, Carlito. It's WWE's Friday Night SmackDown in Lincoln, January 12th. Tickets start at $25 and on sale now. Ticketmaster.
We're bringing heaven to Lincoln with a waffle unlike anything you've ever experienced. Heavenly Waffles combines an incredibly fluffy recipe packed with protein and a medley of angelic toppings. To elevate the experience beyond your typical waffle and syrup, take the opportunity to try out this divine creation and pair it with a coffee from the mill as we celebrate Heavenly Waffles Wednesday from 8 to 11 a.m. at the 93.7 The Ticket Studio.
Stop by the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street this Wednesday, December 13th, to try some Heavenly Waffles. Parking available on 11th Street and in nearby garages.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming here shortly, early 2024 to 70th and Pioneers. What are you doing over there?
I just
tried to look.
I just wanted to see the headline.
Oh, okay. Well,
Bill does not like that. Okay,
it is a Monday, and we are all curious what Steve Schindler has for us.
Well, you know what? He does have something going on. It's pretty incredible. He's planned this out for a long time, but he wanted a competitive Christmas. He wanted a competitive Christmas. So he wanted to theme something today about competitive Christmas. So we got a hold of the actual set, which hasn't changed much, but it's the actual Richard Dawson set. So he's doing Competitive Family Feud today.
Oh, yes.
Competitive Family Feud. It'll be right in the bank lobby, but he has purchased the original set. So they brought it in last night. So the original set they'll have, and they're going to do this once a month. It's not cheap, but they set it up. You know why? You know what they did? Here's how they got it. So they invested with Dirk, Scott, and Ty, and then they bet 3 big bets with Lee Sterling, and they hit them all. So they hit a parlay, which allowed the money to be able to buy the set, the original Richard Dawson set of Family Feud. Whoa. So that's what's going on tonight. This is right from ABC.
Is this tonight or day?
What's that? It's today. It's today. It's going. Also, here's the deal. So they're bringing in a live crowd to watch.
Yes.
So you get the cheering. So they expect a good 100 people to be inside. Kids. And the one thing we must remember back that. So Steve Schindler, remember, he's in the pickle.
He's in the pickle.
With the school board. But they're going to loop again. Steve says we loop again. So he says, "Listen, we're going to run the loop because this is an experience. The kids won't miss it."
Yeah.
So today we loop again.
Yes, we'll loop again.
Yes. Yeah. I knew that would just be a quick.
So with the live crowd, this will be broadcast live also in Norfolk, Sioux City, and Yankton. So it's kind of the tri-city area up there,
just like on a cable channel.
Cable channel, 54.
The rogue cable channel.
Yeah, channel 54. And then all the prize money goes to charity.
Oh.
So if you win, it goes to your Christmas charity. So if whatever you win goes at that. So it'll be families competing in this. So it's still Family Feud.
They have the real set. Yeah, now, there's one huge question that remains. Who plays Richard Dawson?
Shin Daddy.
Well, come on.
Yeah, Shin Daddy's right here. Right here. Circled right there. Shin Daddy is as Richard Dawson. So he'll be the one like that. Does the whole, they're right there.
Yeah.
Remember how Richard Dawson used to always kiss him?
Yeah, it was inappropriate.
It's inappropriate time. So Schindler will kiss also.
Yes, he will. Or will he clean that up a little bit?
Clean up a little bit. He'll do it. He'll do it very respectfully.
Dawson was crocked, I think.
Sometimes it seemed like he was.
But anyway, he was really good.
I think he had the long microphone too, if I remember. I think he had the long microphone.
I think he did.
We need to have this show with the long microphone.
Yes,
that'd be fun. And this is a really good idea.
Yeah, and it's so exciting when it ding and the thing flips when you hit that.
Is there going to be is there sometimes when Shin Daddy does these things, there's multiple shows? Is there just one big one in this case?
It's just one big show, but it's 2 hours. So there'll be several matches.
Okay.
To be able to be played. Okay. So it'll be 2 hours long.
In the bank.
There'll be a break in between. They have to do the break. Why?
They have
What does Steve have to do?
Well, he's got to do his bank.
Thank you. Yes. So they have a break.
He does have work to do.
So there's a big break over the noon hour time.
So he'll go in.
So it's kind of like two shows, but he has to do loans, and he also has to leave at noon to go out and count cows.
This is a lot of preparation.
A lot of stuff. Well, he bought the original set from ABC.
And then he had it
shipped in. Had it brought in, by two men in a truck.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
2 men in the truck.
Big time.
Over the weekend.
Over the weekend, yes. It came from Corpus Christi, Texas.
Okay.
That's where it was at.
I wonder I bet those guys from Corpus Christi were struck by the west lot.
Yes. So the
rink
when they arrived, they saw the rink already set up. But the little fire. People skating. Yeah, it's free. It's open skating right now. It's free skate.
I wonder how is it popular?
Yeah, very popular. Steve said there's always, even during like this time of the day, and that's where there's been some truancy, where some of the kids from school have come down to skate during that time. They just said they had a pass. They came down on their own.
Yeah. I mean, I just hope I just don't think he could get in that much trouble.
I don't think he can either.
I mean, what would the truant officer do?
Coming back and you have your skates over your shoulder? Where were you? We're down at the west lot.
Just at the west lot. Wasn't doing anything.
You can find me. It's not hard to find me.
It's not trouble.
Right now, that's what I know that Tamara said, that basically when someone's missing from class, they just send someone immediately down to the bank.
Don't even need a truant officer.
That's not really. They know where they're at. They're at the bank.
You know where to go.
Shin Daddy's it's not like he's up to no good.
Yeah, he's not. No, he's up to good. That's what he is.
It's all good.
He's Robin Hood.
Right.
Yes, he's Robin Hood.
I mean, he's having what's his show called again? Family Feud. In the bank.
In the bank on the original set.
Can you imagine walking in? I got some business to do. I just want to inject this cash into my checking account.
Yes, I want to get cash.
Come on, what's going on?
What's going over here? There's 100 people cheering me.
We have our next contestant on Family Feud.
Walking in, yeah.
I imagine people
are used to deposit a check over here. What's going on?
Shin Daddy, good job. And
Family Feud.
How he comes up with these ideas is incredible to me.
And how to find a way to finance it also.
Well, he's got money.
He's got money.
Yeah.
He does. He's got a lot of
creative.
money. Yeah, he's got a lot of money.
He's got some money, and he has connections.
Yes.
So thank you to Midwest Bank, Steve Schindler, for a wonderful Family Feud today at the Midwest Bank in Creighton.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
A lot of big day today. Yeah. A lot of energy. The loop is back.
We will loop again.
We will loop again.
I love it.
Today we loop.
Before we get back into football, Bill, you had a quick plug you wanted to do from over the weekend.
Please.
An important cause out there.
Yes, I went to an incredible event, and it was for the Rebecca Lynn Hausman Foundation. And so I want to hear this real quick. This is something I'm on board with so above, and we could really use the Breakers' help on this. I'm going to post it on Twitter or the X on my on this. But so What it is so if you remember, Adam Ickes scored the touchdown against Missouri, blocked the field goal against Pitt. His sister was married to Joey Hausman, passed away roughly 6-7 years ago now, from just a rough battle with cancer that went very quickly. So they have formed a foundation, and this foundation is for Nebraska women with cancer, and this is for the kids. It's almost like a Make-A-Wish for the families, and it's just the video that I watched, and I was at the event Saturday night. I was down there with Barrett Rude and several others, and a bunch of Huskers players and stuff. They were there. It was incredible, and it's just to see that all the money, and also Joey Hausman is very involved with the money he puts forward to it too. But it's all I know that it's like people see the Christmas gifts. They have people that can't maybe make payments. They don't have money anymore, and they're fighting for their life, and they're trying, and they have kids, and they need to have to have gifts and a plan, and whether it's a vacation. So all the money goes directly to the families, and they pick out 10 a year that they donate to in state, in Lincoln, not in Lincoln, but in state.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's all about Nebraska people, and so it's an unbelievable event. It's not wasn't overboard done like you were felt like you were just getting squeezed for money. But I know, I'm just telling you, I'm going to post it, and I'd like people to look at it. And this money goes again to an incredible cause, and I'm on board.
Thank you for that.
That was awesome, Bill.
We will retweet it.
We will retweet that for sure.
It's the Rebecca Lynn Hausman /Ickes. That was her maiden name. And what's amazing about this was when they basically had told her that time's up. It was awful. And guess what she did when time was up? She created this foundation.
Gosh,
that's what she did. We're going to help others.
Tear up.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what was going on. So it'll be on Twitter. We'll put it out.
We'll retweet that.
And we'd love to be able to help. Remember, this is going to Christmas gifts and memories for families that are in dire need because this awful disease is crushing them.
10 families.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Bill. That's a wonderful message, and we will
handle that well.
Share that as much as we can. 464-5685, call or text as always. So we have mentioned, about Kyle McCord and the transfer market in Nebraska. It feels good about their chances of getting Kyle McCord. My question is this, at 464-5685, is it realistic for Nebraska to expect to get 2 quarterbacks this cycle? We talked about Sam Leavitt, the quarterback, Michigan State. Is certainly they're talking to him still.
I think so.
Will Howard, I don't think you're really in that at this point. USC is potentially where he's going, or other places. Cam Ward not coming to Lincoln, but I'm curious. Do we think that 2 quarterbacks is realistic, or is that foolish thought?
Well, if you just start off with, correct me if I'm wrong, McCord's a redshirt freshman, right? Redshirt.
No.
He's not. He's a sophomore.
McCord?
Yeah.
Check that out.
We're talking about no. McCord's a junior. He's got 1 year of playing eligible.
He only has 1 year left.
He's played 3 years at Ohio State. Kyle McCord.
Let me confirm.
Yeah, he played 3 years. Yeah. Well, he might have 2 to play 1. I mean, he's played 3 years.
So you said, hold it now.
He's a junior.
You said he never So if he redshirted, he wouldn't have 2 to play 1.
He's a junior. That's what he's a junior this year.
Right now.
This is his 3rd year. Yeah. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. He had to have
junior.
Yeah, he's a junior.
He's a junior this year.
Had to have redshirted. So he's been there for the.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, that allows them. I thought he had 2 years left. So my point is that allows you to get somebody else. Yes.
Leavitt.
Because someone could be like, yeah, he's coming in here. You might kind of look if you just looked at it and said, what do you think's going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if McCord comes here, he's probably the starter, and then I can be there for a year.
Leavitt.
And then or someone might have a redshirt year and say then I can be in position to look for it.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I don't know. Yes, it's realistic, but I don't know how likely. I don't know if Sam Leavitt's.
I think it takes Leavitt out.
Yeah, I don't know if Sam Leavitt's just going to say, "All right, I'll go to Nebraska and I'll sit for a year." I don't know if Leavitt's bent that way. Now, Leavitt, I talked to him on Thursday. He was at Utah. He was visiting Utah, and then he's visiting ASU. I said, "So what about Nebraska?" And he said, "Well, I haven't heard from him since Monday."
Oh,
probably because they have McCord on the hook. Now,
yeah.
But
so just the common. It's always like in the recruiting world, if you have a recruiting meeting like that, hey, how's it going with so and so? Coach, I've called him 10 times in the last 2 days. He hasn't. He won't answer. Not good. So just the reverse on that is if they're not hearing, if you're not hearing from someone, if not, you're talking to them. There's conversation every hour via text, via something.
Yeah, and he hadn't heard.
So if he hasn't heard from Nebraska, now you can always double back with like, we haven't heard from us because we were doing this, but this is not going to happen now. So we have interest in you. So that's the type of thing.
My answer partly, Jake, is it depends on the guy. It depends on the guy like Levitt. Is he willing to come knowing that McCord's probably the lead dog? Is he willing just to say, I'll sit out another year? He played 4 games for Michigan State. Would he just say, yeah, I'll be the backup? I don't know if Levitt would do that or not. I get the feeling no. Now, I don't even know if Nebraska wants to. I mean, I would think they would. Now, I have written it and I feel it. That would be the best case scenario. If they could get McCord and Levitt, get a veteran, savvy veteran, and a freshman.
And Cam Ward. 3.
Cam Ward.
Trifecta.
Yeah. You could get Cam Ward and McCord. That would be good.
Let's party.
No, I don't know. I just don't know what the deal is with Levitt. I think Bill's probably right. He said, I want to go there. I just haven't heard from him in 3 days.
Yeah, that means it's not happening.
Ooh.
That's a great this is tell you what this is? This is on 3.
Hey, I'll tell you something Graham Couch said. Okay,
Crazy.
I don't think Graham would mind me saying this. Couch said, I'd rather have Levitt than McCord. That's what he said. He thinks Levitt's a game changer. I mean, and you know me, I'm a big Levitt fan. Me and Couch are on the same page. I'm not saying I think he'd be better than McCord, but I don't think Graham would mind me saying that. Graham's president of the Levitt fan club.
And you got more time with Levitt. Just you got more years to have him in the system.
Yeah, you'd have 4. You'd have 4. I don't know. Anyway, that's where it's at. There could be somebody else on the radar. I don't think so. Blake Shapen committed to Mississippi State.
That's correct.
Ward's still out there. I don't think he's realistic. You mentioned Howard. I don't think he's realistic. Levitt's still out there. I don't know what they're doing with him. McCord's going to be here with Julian Fleming. So there's where it's at.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, I'm good.
From the text line,
I love the text
007 chimes in.
Yes.
Questions for Bill, for coaching staff. So how often does all the coaching staff get together to talk about recruiting?
Right now, it would be they would have something that everybody would report back in this weekend. You get back together, you talk it all through. There'd always be things getting let know because you have to know. It goes back to maybe months ago or whenever time. Maybe the summertime, I'd be like calling up Coach O and be like, "Hey, Coach, just FYI, I think so and so is right on the verge of committing. I need to know how to play this. Are you good with him committing? Is everyone good with him committing?" That's what I'm not trying to brag about myself. That's how a pro handles it. Because the worst thing can handle it worse is like all of a sudden someone announces, or even right now, someone announces they're committing to Nebraska. And you're sitting there going, like, the head coach is like, we're not taking that commitment. That's not what we want.
Happens, so doesn't it?
So that's on the assistant coach to control that.
Yeah.
So as an assistant coach, what I want to know the whole time is, hey, as I'm talking to so-and-so and I'm pushing, I'm hitting every day. If not, you kind of, ooh, like with Levitt, ooh, hang on now. Because all of a sudden, what if McCord's coming in this weekend? They want McCord. And Levitt posts Saturday night, I'm going to Nebraska.
That'd be awkward.
It'd be all of a sudden be like, whoa.
I think it'd be awkward.
So as an assistant coach, you have to control your narrative.
Jake.
So it's very important to control your narrative.
Jake, it happens. It happens. Bill will tell you this. Kids will commit out of the blue.
Yeah.
And coaches will be like, whoa,
was that committed? Hang on a second.
Well, what's this?
Yeah.
It happens though, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want that happening.
Yeah. So you have to control it. So you always want to be together, or someone has to have insane communication, which they have. Like Nebraska has the best general manager of the recruiting that there is in the country in Vince Ginta. He's the best. So it'll also be his job to be talking to every single coach constantly. Okay, where are you at? I'm going into this high school, whatever like that. Hey, FYI, this is probably going to go down. This is going to be do this. We're full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Set them on a trip. Do this, whatever it is. Everything is full speed ahead. Hey, right now, just so you know, that's not, if this happens, we're not going to be able to take that commitment. That type of thing. Give you an example. There's been times when I know to say someone committed that we thought if I had someone on a trip coming in on, let's say this weekend, had someone on a trip, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, so-and-so committed, or this is that we know. So I would call them up and say, I'm just letting you know your trip is still available to you. You can come on the trip, but you don't have a committable offer today.
That's a caveat.
So if you come in, I want you to know when you meet with the head coach, it's not guaranteed. I said you might, but it's not guaranteed that you have a spot. And so sometimes they'll say, Coach, I still want to come. Sometimes they'll say, I appreciate it. I'm probably going to go a different door. I won't come on the trip this weekend then. But you let him know, because I'm telling you, you want to go through a nightmare? You want to be a nightmare as a recruiting coach? Is have someone on campus for an official visit and you're not taking him. If he says yes, that's brutal. That's brutal because you have to be like, because it's like, hey, how'd it go with the head coach? He just told me that if I wanted to commit, I couldn't.
And his family standing
there. Right there. Yeah, yeah. It's brutal. But there's not, again, you don't have unlimited.
And the coach is pissed at you too because you put him in a spot.
What's that? Yeah, you can't put him in a spot. Don't put. That's my whole point with the other thing. Don't put the head coach in a spot.
Right.
That's your job to keep him out of all spots with what's going in. It's always be like sometimes you'd be with a coach, whoever you'd be with. I'd be with Urban Meyer, or I'd be with whoever I'm going with, Coach O, whoever I'm going into a house with. I'd be like, hey, or to a school, hey, just remember, they're going to try to really sell you also on so-and-so. Just so you know, we talked about him. We're recruiting him, but that's not our main target.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to make sure when you go, coach, when we go in there, they're going to hit you on this. Let's have a plan. What we're going to say, all those things. So he's not like. It's also the head coach might be like also kind of if he's taken back like this has kind of hit me out of the blue. That's when you get crushed as an assistant coach. So you have to put it all out there so they know exactly what's going on at all times. And there's nothing that it's hard to tell sometimes. You call someone and just say, listen, it's not a committable offer. Oh, coach, I'm really upset. I know, but you know what's really upsetting? Come on this trip, and I know it, and I don't tell you.
Right.
That's the worst thing.
All right.
And so you always want to stay ahead.
Thank you for the text there for that. I think a good question there. 464-568. But when we come back, hey, you think the money is ridiculous right now in sports? There's some figures over the weekend that came out.
Let's hear them.
It will blow your mind.
I can't wait.
It will blow your mind next in an early break on the ticket.
The ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries, a Nebco company, has immediate job openings for precast production laborers. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $20 per hour and a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer. Visit concreteindustries.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Happy holidays from Fairway Meat Market. If you're looking for that special gift for somebody, look no further than the holiday gift box. 2 8-ounce ribeyes, 2 8-ounce New York strips, 2 8-ounce pork chops, 2 8-ounce chicken breasts, and 2 5-ounce steak on a stick. All packed in a holiday gift box for just $59.99. They also have gift cards that are a great stocking stuffer. Your holiday starts at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
When you think of places with tons of great beer selections and amazing food menu in Omaha, the conversation should start and end with Busch Beer Garden in Benson. With more than 30 beers on tap, including several German options, you're sure to find something you like. And don't forget their Nashville hot chicken sandwich or any of their delicious hamburgers. Start off with the warm house-made pretzels and you're on to a great day at Busch Beer Garden in the heart of Benson in Omaha.
Load up on meat and more this holiday season at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through December 12th are spend $740 and get a free New York strip. Also, through the 12th, all Flavor County Farms mushrooms are $1.50 off of normal price. Don't forget their 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With Gold Class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered. Whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium, get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Constructors, Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit constructorslincoln.com.
This
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Zip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, it's 7:42 on the Monday following a busy weekend of sports, and I failed to mention something significant over the weekend. We have a Heisman winner. I didn't even mention the Heisman winner. Jaden Daniels, the quarterback at LSU. From LSU, which Bill is representing on his sweatshirt. Yeah. Jaden Daniels wins over Michael Penix Jr. of Washington. He was second. So there's your Heisman winner. There's a lot of doubt going into who's actually going to win that. But, usually it's kind of like, okay, this guy's going to be the winner. I don't think it was very clear before this.
I think the voting was somewhat tight.
It was tight.
I didn't think it was even close.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
He's a stud. He's so good.
He's just. I think here's what when I based off. Obviously, have all these numbers. Where I was really blown away was on that. I was really blown away that Harrison was a finalist, Marvin Harrison.
Yep.
And also that he won the Blitnikoff. I was really blown away by that. Just because there's 2 receivers that have 200 something more yards and like 20 more catches.
Really?
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors at LSU and is Odunze at Washington.
And those, and I said, Neighbors, his numbers are ridiculous.
Yep.
He's over. That doesn't happen very often because 200 yards in receiving, that's like 1,000 yards passing. That's the difference. Would it be? That'd be like someone beat. And I was just shocked that one of those two, especially with the Odunze, if I say that,
you got it.
Right?
Yep.
Is that they're in the playoffs? He was unbelievable.
They're undefeated.
He
was a big part of it.
Yeah, and so I didn't see it. I really didn't. That was why I think that was one where the hype train was not like, oh, he's never a good player. Oh no, that's not it. I just felt one of the other 2 should have been the Blitnikoff winner.
Okay,
that's all I'd feel on that.
Yeah.
Now Daniels, if you could pick one quarterback of everyone, that's the one I would take because you can't tackle him. You can't. They couldn't tackle it, and then also he can spin it, and so it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and he said his receivers would tell him, "Hey, we're open all the time, like Waffle House."
Yeah, like Waffle House. Remember when I was at that Ogeron, I ordered pancakes. Yeah, at the Waffle House in Ruston, Louisiana. The look on his face.
It's just disgusting.
They don't have pancakes.
Bill, it's Waffle House.
What's the restaurant name?
Waffle House. So went to the Waffle House.
It's not IHOP.
Yes.
It's Waffle House.
Is Heisman not as big as it used to be? Is that what we're talking about?
I know this. I didn't even watch it.
I didn't either.
I really had much interest in it.
It was going on during the volleyball time. I was at the sports bar before I went to the concert, and it was like on one screen. So
throw that right back out there.
I'm at a sports bar, and there's 30 TVs. Understandably, in Nebraska, there's most of them on volleyball, but there's some on college basketball. there's like 1 or 2 of the 30 on the Heisman. That was it.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
don't know. I could be wrong. That's my read. It's just not as big as it used to be. It doesn't feel as big to me. That's just a read. Maybe it's bigger. I mean, it could be bigger than it was in 1975.
I don't think so.
I do think they got the right guy.
Yep.
I do think that.
Jaden Daniels.
I do.
He was the winner.
LSU quarterback stud. He's just great.
If they would have, no matter what he would have done, if they had multiple chances to lose the game to Missouri, they had chances. If they would have lost that game, I don't think an 8-4 ever wins it. 9-3 is the
3
lowest.
losses the max.
3 losses
9-3
ever.
is that
There's been several 9-3s.
Yep.
But I don't think 8-4, no matter what happened, I don't think he wins it at 8-4.
An 8-4 quarterback's a tough sell.
It's a tough one.
Jake, I appreciate you mentioning it.
Yeah, had to get it up there. Also, big money this past week in the world of sports. So we mentioned John Rahm goes to Live Golf for at least $300 million, and that was pennies compared to another deal that happened on Saturday. Shohei Ohtani, the stud for the Angels, both a stud pitcher and an outfielder, big masher, hits a lot of home runs, signs a contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. 10 years, $700 million. Now, we've heard big contracts in MLB. This is how big this contract is. You remember the A-Rod deal back in the day, and Mike Trout got a big deal. This is $235 million more than any other contract in the history of baseball. 10 years, $700 million.
Is that just?
He's almost a billionaire in one deal.
It's coming from TV contract mainly.
I don't even know how it works. It's not like, well, we're going to make it up in ticket sales.
No, it's on ticket sales.
No, you can't.
Maybe some merch.
But it's like, I'm like, where do they? How does that? How do you?
TV. It's TV.
How do you do it? How do you have
TV? But baseball's like dying on TV.
Well,
it's hard to even
but the teams have their own deals, and they're lucrative. I mean, the Yankees deal with the Yes Network it's billions and billions of dollars. I'm talking a little bit.
Well, I know this. Whoever gave him the money had thought through this.
Yeah,
it wasn't like, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm 700.
I'll come up with 700. I don't know.
I'll give him a shot. I bet you guys sitting around
somewhere.
No, they got it.
It's almost $1 billion.
They got it. I mean, I think the text I'm a back man is that the franchises have their own TV networks, which are very lucrative. You're right. The national brand doesn't. It seems like it's lacking.
Look, especially because of where they're located.
LA.
The viewership is, that's not, they're playing, a ton of night games. They're not watching on the East Coast. They're not even watching that here.
Most games
to LA Dodger fans.
Most games start like at 10:30 Eastern time on the West Coast.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
I'm sure they have a very lucrative network of their own, as most franchises do. So that's probably a lot of it. Anyway,
according to Ted, I have not confirmed this, but going off of typical at bats in a season. So he's going to make $70 million next year, right? That's $140,000 per at bat.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Oh, strikeout hit, $140K. It's fine.
Imagine every time you go up there, every time,
every show, every show.
Cha-ching.
Yeah,
every show we get one.
Oh God.
What about Rahm? What's your insight on Rahm? You're a golf fan.
Well, I think that right now the punishments just seem so low. These guys can play the majors.
Yeah.
It's all about the majors. The big criticism or the big reason why guys did not go to Live Golf was that can we still play in the Masters, U.S. Open, British Open? They still can. Yeah. So they're like, okay, we'll bypass the Arnold Palmer Invitational and all these ones. If I can make guaranteed money and still make, again, the thing about Live Tour, I love the PGA Tour. I'm a big golf guy, but Live Tour, you are guaranteed money every tournament. There's no cut. You get double pay. It's individual and team pay, and you're guaranteed money.
God,
if you play bad one week, guess what? You get last place pay, and you get team pay. A lot of these guys on the PGA Tour, they live paycheck to paycheck because they don't make the cut.
They do. Yeah.
You're $300 million just to go.
Yeah, it's pretty
signing
good.
Bonus.
I don't even know what to say.
And he can still play in the majors. Now, he was very critical of Liv for a long time, but he's realized, hey, these guys are still playing majors, and they can. And Brooks kept playing the Ryder Cup. You can still play in the biggest events in the world and be in Live. What's the downfall?
Interesting, Jake.
It hurts your official world golf ranking points. That's it.
They're missing a lot of great tournaments, but when someone says $300 million to sign, remember now, this is a sport with no contracts. You have to earn your money every week. You have to go out and play. You got to earn your money. This isn't like now they have a contract. So I don't know how you push back on it. I really don't.
You don't.
And then someone says that, and especially sometimes with Mickelson killed it with what he signed to get on. He's in the end of his career.
That's right.
He has
He's like 53 right now.
There's a chance that he could go several weeks and make how much you make? 10,000.
Yeah.
What it cost you to come here? Like 20,000.
It lost money.
It lost money.
God.
Yeah. So
fascinating.
The money announced in those two deals this week is like wow, $300 million at least for Jon Rahm, and that pales in comparison to $700 million for Shohei Ohtani.
What's funny about that is if you took some of like a Mickelson, and I know Tiger Woods isn't, but I'm trying to name off different people I'd go see if they were playing at Wilderness Ridge. I'm gonna go watch them play.
Mickelson and Tiger.
A bunch of different ones. There'd be several I'd go.
What about Rahm?
No, I wouldn't go. I'm not down on him. McIlroy, I would
watch him.
But I'm not down on Rahm. I'm just saying he doesn't have that star.
Right. No, you're right.
For $300 million,
Honored.
I'm like
honored.
He's playing out at Firethorn. You gonna watch?
Honored.
Nope.
I don't know how many guys.
Rory's gonna be there. Yep. I'm gonna go watch it.
What about Koepka?
Yeah. What's that?
I like Brooks.
I like him. I would not go. I
wouldn't either.
If
not
he,
Koepka.
If he was playing at Egger, I would not go.
That would be come on. If Koepka was at Egger, we'd go.
We have to.
We have to be in a foursome with him. I'm not watching. We'd have to play with him.
I would love to go to that.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah. Koepka at Egger would be
leave the drive in the bag today, Brooks.
Think
What
about
are you guys
people
playing?
driving by.
We got to walk. You got to carry your clubs.
I love Egger because it's in the middle of town. You just drive by.
It's always in good condition.
Tell me the last time you drove by there and you were sad.
Never. No.
When you drive by there, because you have like
Pine Greens right
you
there.
have Dairy Queen,
big trees.
Dairy Queen, and you've got a scooters over there.
And you got a laundromat.
A laundromat, right there, exactly.
Got a laundromat.
And then laundromat's directly across from the clubhouse.
No, it is.
Yes.
No, Bill's right. He's right.
It's a happy place.
It is. Golf courses in the middle of town are cool.
Oh, they're so
you got guys
cool.
hooping on the courts out there too.
Yeah,
I
love going
people
by
ride their
there.
bikes on the trail.
And then people are out putting on the little golf green.
They're always putting.
Someone's always putting.
Absolutely.
Always putting.
And that's a place also where parents, we just drop your kids off. Hey, I'll drop you off at Egger. I'll pick you up in 3 hours. Play as long as you can.
It's every bit as good as you think it is too. As we experienced. It's not.
We played there.
Can we have a ticket?
We should have the outing. Yeah,
an outing
at Egger.
A tournament.
We talked about that. So me and Sip did play there a couple years ago.
We're doing
in
that.
COVID times.
We're getting a date.
When you had COVID, remember the cup was like a foam cup because we couldn't. That was COVID times.
Yeah.
Now we need to have the Egger open. The early break ticket open.
That's what
happened.
happen. This will happen early June.
We'll make it happen.
Early June.
We'll make it happen.
We'll sign up tomorrow.
I have no doubts that we'll fill that tournament up.
Can I push for maybe May?
Are we doing a scramble with it?
We'll discuss. Possibly a scramble. That makes it a little less stressful for people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a beginner or someone doesn't play very often.
How fun would it be? Seriously.
How fun?
It'd be great. It'd be a blast. We get some Dairy Queen afterwards.
Yes. Okay. We're going to be sponsors.
Yeah, we'll get sponsors.
That'd be awesome. Instead of having a beer cart, just have somebody driving around with ice cream cones.
Man.
With Tilly bars.
Butterscotch.
No, cherry.
Oh, you like cherry? I do butterscotch.
I like butterscotch too. I do.
You like cherry better on the dilly bar?
Yes, I do. I like butterscotch. So I'm not pushing back on you. I like cherry better though. Chocolate's good too.
It's good.
It's all good.
But the dilly bar is standard.
I used to do it if I did something good, I'd reward myself.
Of a dilly bar?
Yep.
I'm not so sure I'm going to get one today.
It might happen.
You could do it.
But when I drive home, that's the route I take. So I go by
I take that route too.
I go by the golf course every day.
Yep.
Oh, you do? Do you go by there?
So
every day.
Do you go by there?
Me and Bill take the same route home, basically.
Really?
Every day.
You guys go down that? So what's that? Is it Capitol
Parkway?
Turns into Normal Boulevard, Capitol Boulevard, same
Let's go
thing.
down that way?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes you happy.
It makes you very happy.
That's how you knew all those places.
Yeah.
I'm always sort of fascinated by that laundromat.
Check it out
I love
sometime.
laundromats.
Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Sip has been on fire the last couple weeks in the game show. Hasn't had a losing week in feels like a month plus.
Yep.
Today we mentioned the Heisman Trophy was on Saturday. The announcement. How about this?
No.
This is we've never done this before. Heisman runners up of the past.
Oh God!
Who got second?
Oh God!
I'll give you the person who won and the year. I'll tell you what school and position the second place person was.
Got a
You say
chance.
the name.
We got a chance.
Okay.
Let's play the game.
So let's play the game. 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Takedown Sip in trivia. Sip, how do you feel about Heisman runners-up of the past?
Bill seems more confident than I do. I don't know.
I have a chance. I'll have a chance.
Okay, we got Craig. Craig, how do you feel about Heisman runners-up of the past? Craig Bull.
He's retiring.
Moderate.
Yeah, he feels moderate. He feels moderate here.
Good.
Okay. Bill is a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. Craig, first question goes to you. USC's Carson Palmer won the Heisman Trophy in 2002. What Iowa quarterback was second?
Drew Tate.
Say that again.
Drew Tate.
I'll tell you what, that was a very confident guess. That was incorrect. That is not Drew. Drew Tate was probably like the 06
You want to steal it?
07.
I don't know.
Hold on. What year?
2002.
I
think you nailed it.
I do. Okay. Are you sure that wasn't okay? Now, can I consult with Bill?
Now, you know what? Fire it. Why not?
Now, wait a second. Was he maybe before 02?
I don't know, but just remember, we don't have to take this.
Yeah, you don't have to take it. So if you want to utilize Bill here,
I'm going to pass. Tell me it's not Banks.
It was Brad Banks. You had that
I told
one.
you to fire if you wanted. I said do it.
You passed, though, but you didn't take it, so Bill's in play.
Think about this. Imagine this. The last two Iowa teams with Banks. They're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're in the playoffs.
And they have a chance to win.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, they might be.
That guy was a dude. He was a stud.
God
All
dang
right,
it.
Sip. First question, 0-0
Hold on, I got
tie.
to regroup. That's a rough start for me. Go.
Ohio State's Troy Smith won the Heisman in 2006. What Arkansas running back was second?
No,
I got to guess.
Well, I think we got to guess. Now, how good are you?
I'm pretty good at it.
All right, go.
I got a shot. McFadden.
Darren McFadden.
Darren McFadden.
Long, angular.
You know what?
Loved him.
That team had three NFL running backs:
Yeah.
Felix Jones, Darren McFadden, and Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
Yeah, McFadden.
That's incredible.
McFadden. That was a long strider. Long strider.
1-0 lead for Sip. Bill's out of play now. For the tie, Craig, your last question down 1-0.
God, that's a good get.
Florida's Danny Warfel won the Heisman in 1996. What Iowa State running back was second?
Troy Davis.
Brilliant. All right.
I didn't realize he was second. That's
He was
incredible.
second.
Applied some pressure there. Craig.
All right, here we
Craig
go.
applied pressure.
This is for the win, Sip. If you missed this, Craig can steal or we go to the tiebreaker. Last question. Bill's out of play. All of you. Wisconsin's Ron Dane won the Heisman in 1999. What Georgia Tech quarterback was second?
Oh, I know it too. You know this, don't you? Please tell me you know this.
This is for Sip.
I'm writing it down. Not
Georgia Tech quarterback, Bill, has already been used.
He's an option guy, right?
I cannot tell you this.
Option guy. Runner.
I've got it.
Runner.
5 seconds.
Can I give the answer?
No. 5.
What if Sip be my lifeline?
Ooh. That would have helped today, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because I can see this man.
4.
But I don't know his name.
3.
Andre Ware.
Andre Ware.
Oh, he's in Houston. At least get the right school.
Craig, do you want this or do you want to go to the tiebreaker?
I thought maybe
Joe Hamilton.
Joe Hamilton.
Joe Hamilton is correct. That's a rare Monday loss for you. Craig, good work. We get your Bagels. Thanks for calling in and calling down the road. All right, Craig is gone. I love today's tiebreaker, so I want to ask this question. Bill, I'll let you get this one here. Okay. Bill, how many rushing yards did Iowa State's Troy Davis have in 1996, earning him second in the Heisman voting?
1,588.
Over.
2,185. How about, here's a stat for you. Troy Davis, to this day, is the only player in FBS history to have 2 seasons of 2,000-plus rushing yards.
He's a little guy.
Back-to-back years.
Timeout. What year was this again?
96.
That means also these had 2,100. What was it?
2,185 yards and 21 touchdowns.
That was in 11 regular season games. Also, I think we're at 12 yet.
I think you're right.
And the previous in 95, he had over 2,000 yards rushing also.
How about this one? Hey, we got to stop Davis. Can't.
Yeah, I can't.
He had 411 carries that season. 411 carries. 5.4 yards per carry. He had 2,000. That's all they're doing is running.
It's kind of a rough thing.
Can we stack the box, guys, maybe here?
We lost a Monday
It doesn't happen
competition.
very often.
No, it's a little
Very uncommon
depressing,
for you
but
guys.
it's better than this breaker that texted, and I'm a little worried.
What did he say?
He said, this is a breaker. Okay.
Do they have your number?
Yeah. He said, I hate my job. All I do is crush cans all day. It's so depressing.
Hang on. That's so depressing.
Very nice. Very nice. Before we get to break, Bill, we have this big event going on at the Sandhills Global Event Center. Magical Lights of Lincoln.
Yeah, it's not kind of a big one. The reviews are ridiculous. My nephew came up for it, I think, Friday night.
What's his name?
What's that? That would be Bo Schindler. That would be Shin Daddy's son.
Right there.
Yes, that would be.
How many sons does Shin Daddy have?
He's got 3.
3 sons.
Bo Schindler would be at Crete. He's a math teacher there.
Is he?
Math teacher. So he brought up his wife, Bailey, and then their youngest daughter also was.
What night was this?
What's that? I think this was Friday.
Okay.
Charlotte was with them. Yes, and then he said it was just incredible. I mean, absolutely.
Review.
The big thing was just to see how Charlotte's face lit up. So we're taking Sugar.
Are you?
This week? Yeah.
This will be your second go round.
No, we didn't end up going. We had a little situation. This is our first time going. But so I've talked to hundreds of people, and their reviews are just insane because of just the show, the time it takes, and then also that you have your time slot, so you're not just backed up. It's like, no, I'm in. It's like it's just. I'm just telling you guys right now. This is a game changer. This is a game. This is Disney working for Lincoln.
Where's this at?
Yeah.
This is at the formerly known as the Lancaster Event Center, now the Sandhills Global Event Center.
84th and Havelock.
84th and Havelock. Can't miss it. 1.5 miles of lights. 1.5 million lights actually on display for this Magical Lights of Lincoln. It's incredible. Yes. $20 per car, not per person, per car.
Per car.
Sunday through Thursday, $25 per car. Friday, Saturday.
What a steal.
I don't even. I mean, there's some people that have driven a couple hundred miles to see it, and it's been well worth their time.
$20.
Yes,
it is open.
Nothing. That's nothing.
No, it's nothing.
You can go to Casey's and drop 20 right now.
Yeah.
It takes like 30 minutes to 40 minutes to go through the whole thing.
Oh,
it's a good show. Get your tickets at ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com. Again, ChristmasLightsInLincoln.com. Stop by the Lancaster Event Center, Sandhills Global Event Center.
Get out there.
84th and Havelock.
Drive. It doesn't matter where you're at in town, where you're at in the
Just
state.
trust us, guys.
Trust us.
Have we ever let you down?
No, we haven't, Jake.
A couple bad shows.
Yeah, we got a couple.
You're right. A couple here and there. The spillover is next on an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors Inc., a Nebco company, is now hiring heavy equipment mechanics to maintain fleet equipment and vehicle operations. Constructors offers mechanics a competitive salary, 4-day work weeks with overtime options, a $5,000 hiring bonus, a tool allowance, and great benefits. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. Apply today for their mechanic positions. Visit ConstructorsLincoln.com.
We can live our lives without breaking the law, but that doesn't mean you won't be accused of committing a crime. Hi, my name is Seth Morris with Liberty Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime, your job, your family, and your freedom is at stake. At Liberty Law Group, our skilled and relentless trial attorneys pride themselves on tackling difficult cases and providing the highest quality representation for our clients. To learn more, go to libertylawnebraska.com. Again, that's libertylawnebraska.com.
Golfing in 72 degrees in perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2024 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf, inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street, online at doubleeagle.golf.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs, or get down with some dumbbells and strength equipment. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month. It's glow time. See Club for details.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Hey, Santa, we're getting a lot of requests for Nebraska Lottery Holiday Classic scratch tickets this year.
Makes sense. Until January 3rd, 2024, players can enter non-winning tickets online for a chance to win 1, 5, 10, or 20,000 bucks.
Yeah, but I built like 1 million wooden trains.
Why do you keep making those?
They're a classic holiday gift.
Oh, trust me, Jingles, there's nothing more classic than cash.
Top prize odds vary by game.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by at 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627. There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals, and get your lift with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apple, chili, vegetables, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
Is Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with Chris Raff and AD. Gentlemen, good to see you this morning. Raff's happy with the Broncos getting the big dub yesterday against the Chargers. Justin Herbert got hurt. Easton Stick made an appearance for the Chargers in that game. He played the whole second half.
He didn't play too bad from like throwing standpoint. But
Easton Stick from what school did he go to in Nebraska? He went to high school in Nebraska, right?
He's an Omaha kid.
Yeah.
Went to North Dakota State.
Yeah. I want to say Scud.
I don't think so.
Oh, God.
He was Class A for sure for him.
Easton Stick text line, help us.
Yeah,
Where did he go to school?
Text line remind us what school did Easton Stick go to?
We're going back a ways.
School?
We're going back a ways.
We know he went to North Dakota State, was successful there, had a very, very good career at North Dakota State, was drafted in the 7th round by the Chargers. Now we got to play.
Where did he go? Text line, Corey.
whoever.
He went to prep, Creighton Prep. Thank you, text line. Appreciate that. By the way, before we get to basketball, a very odd thing is happening today. And there's 2 Monday night games at the same time. Yeah. I don't understand. Dolphins Titans, which of course I will be watching closely and probably cussing at the TV if things go wrong. That game, let's make sure I get this right, is tonight at 7:15 on ESPN. The Dolphins are 14-point favorites. I'm a little nervous. So
would that one be the Manning cast? Or the Packers Giants?
But I'm confused because Dan Orlovsky is calling the game. So Manning cast has to be for Giants Packers, which is terrible.
However,
but that's on ABC.
They have Bussin' with the Boys on tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Well, the Buck and Aikman have been on ESPN all season, so they should be on for Dolphins.
Yeah, they should be.
Titans, but again, I was told that Orlovsky was calling the game, so I don't know if it is Buck and Aikman tonight. So
why are you nervous?
But I'm nervous every time there's a game played. Dolphins are 9-3.
Every time.
The Bills showed some life with the win at Kansas City yesterday, so I know they're not dead. That helped the Dolphins out in terms of the 1 seed, get the Chiefs out of there, but now the Bills have a little bit of life and confidence that they can get this thing going. They play the Cowboys in Buffalo. That's a huge game for them upcoming. But, anytime the Bills are done and gone away, I'm happy. And now, it should be a win on paper. It's in Miami. But I get nervous every time a game is played.
But you dislike the Patriots more than the Bills, right?
Over time. Now, right now, I despise the Bills because they're always good. The Patriots have sucked for a couple years now. They're kind of just a forgotten team, which is hilarious for what they were my entire life growing up to this. But now the Bills are a problem. But 2 games, Titans-Dolphins, 7:15, Packers-Giants at 7:15 on ABC, Dolphins game on ESPN. Nebraska basketball played last night. AD, you came in and had a statement about when you saw Michigan State hit the floor. What was your initial thoughts?
Oh, boy.
That's interesting.
I thought, oh boy, Michigan State is always they were long like Purdue. They just seemed like when they had one big man come out, there'd be another big man that came in.
Pretty long.
And Nebraska, they didn't play as well. They played decent at times, but they played in spurts to where they were just inconsistent. The turnover, the boogie monster kept showing up.
Who, for Michigan State or Nebraska?
Well, both teams returned the ball over quite a bit last night, as far as that goes. But I was glad to see Nebraska when they got down. I think Michigan State tied it up 60-60 because we had like a 4 or 5 point lead.
60-60, I think.
Then they tied it 60-60, and then SIPM going, here we go again.
Right.
And they didn't beat themselves, which was glad to see after 2 blowouts, basically. For them to show some resolve against a very athletic Michigan State team, and I was impressed, especially a team coached by Izzo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So 2 big things. I mean, Nebraska shot 64% in the second half from the field. 64% against a Izzo team is really good. I mean, defense hasn't been an issue for Michigan State. In fact, I was telling the guys earlier, Michigan State has allowed nobody this year to shoot 50%, all under 50%. And that includes Duke, Arizona, and Wisconsin.
And we shot 64% last
in the second half. 50% overall. And the other thing is Nebraska's making its free throws late. I mean, part of the reason they were able to pull away was they were 8 for 8 from the line in the final 2 minutes. Now, you mentioned Rink Mass. He had a huge baby hook late.
Oh, man, yes, he did.
Actually lost the ball, too.
Yeah. He hit it, regrouped, lost the ball, regrouped, was one-on-one against the defender. And he has a beautiful baby hook, and it was a gigantic shot at the time. So I think that was Nebraska's last field goal, and then they made free throws.
Yep.
So,
but they made the free throws. In that final minute, they made 6 free throws? 4?
Well, they're 8 for 8 in the final 2 minutes.
And Rink, let's be honest,
that's big.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's huge.
He may have got away with a travel in the paint too.
Hey man, home court.
I didn't see nothing.
Right? But what Rink said, you referred to something on the off air about Nebraska's just physicality.
Rink played tough, man.
Yeah, and he said that their whole thing was we want to hit first.
Yeah,
hit
I like
first.
that.
And that means getting to, when a ball goes up, get to a man.
Right.
And get to him first.
And they did.
Instead of that dude getting to you first.
Well, look at the second half against Minnesota. That was every ball that was on the floor, Minnesota got because they went after it harder. And Hoiberg said in postgame, I was so disappointed with the effort in the second half. That was a horrible second half against the Gophers because they clearly, I don't care if you're watching basketball for the first time, you could tell that team was out hustling and outworking Nebraska.
They were.
And this team's not good enough to be out hustled and just expect to overcome it with talent.
Good sign, though, after the Minnesota game was Fred said those kids came the next day and were studied hard in the film room. They're engaged, practice well, had a really physical practice. So they came back fine. You just never know. You never know. I think as media, as fans, we sort of overreact sometimes. The kids stayed in it, and it was clear yesterday that they were fine. Michigan State 4-5. They're not great. They got real problems.
0-2 in conference play.
They're interesting. Now I keep mentioning Graham Couch, who's the columnist for the Lansing paper. They have dudes like AD said, but they're just something's not right offensively. They don't move the ball like a typical Izzo team. They don't find spots. They just look a tick off on offense, and I think that helps explain why they're 4-5.
Yeah. They. I was proud to see this team last year wouldn't have been 6 for 6 or 8 for 8 for free throws down the clutch.
No,
they would have.
The whole Hoiberg era has never been.
Brits teams haven't been very good free throw shooting.
They would have cost themselves. It was that. I'm telling you something. We might be able. This might be a game. Obviously, it's early because the good thing in Nebraska, I was just looking. They got a nice week off. They play K-State on the 17th
in Bramlage.
Yes, which would be good for them to have that off. But I will tell you what. If you would have dropped this one, think about this, fellas. Now you're 0 for 3 in your last 3 games. That's a long time to sit and let that stew.
If that would have happened,
absolutely.
Horrifying.
For them to beat Michigan State, a perennial. We know obviously they're struggling. They're struggling this year, but we know an Izzo team. Will eventually find themselves most likely.
I agree with that. They'll find a way.
I think they will. They're not, like I said, they got guys. I'm not diminishing this victory. I'm not going to do that.
It was big.
Yeah, and Nebraska plays in their next game at Kansas State on Sunday. So, it's a long time to wait if you had lost 3 straight.
Right. That'd been tough.
After a good 7-0 start, that'd be a lot of goodwill just lost.
Right.
Just a couple games here. But,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was disappointing to see what happened the previous 2 games. But they bounced back. They bounced back. That's a win that we will circle and say maybe that caused the avalanche to not occur.
Absolutely.
You know what's interesting in the post game? That Fred kept saying that, this was a huge game. We emphasized how big it is. You don't always hear that from coaches.
Right.
Oftentimes you hear, they're all the same. I mean, they're all the same.
Right.
One's not bigger than the other. Geez, Fred was like, this is a gigantic bounce back win.
We can't look at 0-2 in the face in conference play.
Right.
After the start, they bought themselves some time with the start, but don't let that be it.
Right.
Yeah, 0-2 is a mental hurdle.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It just felt like a crossroads game where they had to decide, what is this season going to be?
It did feel that way.
I agree
if you lose that game, it goes a completely different direction.
Absolutely.
It could. Yeah, you're right. It did feel that way.
So Nebraska plays again at Manhattan on Sunday. They get off for finals week this week, but back in action on Sunday against the Wildcats, a team that's caused them some problems here in the last couple of years.
Yes.
And a team that made a big run last year, but does not have Marquise Noel, doesn't have Keontae Johnson. They're still okay this year, a couple losses, but we'll see how that goes in the octagon of doom. That is it for us. The Drive with Raph and AD is next. For Steve Sipple and Bill Busch, I am Jake Sorensen. See you.
Octagon of doom.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with